Hey, what's going on, guys? Xbox All in channel, host Sega Forever. I know I'm a little bit late with the podcast. Supposed to do it yesterday, but I was just kind of busy, tired. And I'm not gonna lie, man. I started watching this K drama, and I ended up getting addicted to it. And that's one of the things I still love about Netflix, man. I'm not off for this. They do episodes by episodes now, kind of like Disney Plus. They're trying to follow, or they're testing out that model. I absolutely can't stand it. One of the reasons I love Netflix and used to watch it religiously when the digital content would drop was because you could binge watch a lot of the shows. In fact, that's what made Netflix what it was. Basically Netflix took what like History Channel or Spike TV, USA Network. They used to run those marathons on the weekends, and people would just sit in front of the TV and watch these long marathons and stuff like that. But of course, had commercials during those marathons where Netflix doesn't have any commercials, and they did that from the jump. I think that's why they're as popular as they are now. It's probably one of the best things they've done. But now they're testing out the model of doing things in weekly episodes, which I can't stand, and they're doing some other stuff too. Given the economic times and stuff like that, with basically throwing everything at the wall so it sticks. But for me personally, I would prefer if they just allow people to binge watch. Because binge watching means a lot of different things, and the main thing for me, which is why I also think video on demand and when you had the DVRs were popular, especially where I live. You could record a show, and then you wouldn't miss the show. Number one, but number two, you could watch it when you wanted to watch it, and you could skip the commercials as well, which is positive. And that's something I hope Netflix remembers. Even though things are changing in the streaming wars, um, they're still the top dog. They do some stupid things, but a lot of the stuff that they provide, because of consumer choice, it doesn't bother me a lot because I can choose to participate in the streaming service or not, and I can also cancel at any time. So for me, that's not a bad thing. But yeah, I ended up watching this Korean drama called Inheritors, and I'm not gonna do this on this video, guys. This is specifically Xbox. The Wrecking Crew podcast is for Xbox centric stuff. But like I said, I've been telling you guys this for a while. I'm going to start bringing the pop culture stuff back in because I really do want to talk about that. But yeah, I started watching this Korean drama, and it's funny. I knew about the show. I knew it had a lot of the popular actors that I liked on the show, but I just for some reason or another, it just kind of fell to the wayside. I remember like watching the opening, like 15 minutes of the show when it first hit Netflix, and then other shows just popped in. And I'm pretty sure you guys have the same problem. You just add shows, you take shows off. Certain shows are going to drop off. You want to watch certain movies, and as time goes by, man, you might have it on your watch list, which is the best thing you can do. And what ended up happening was there's this new K drama coming up called oh my gosh, Black. Ah, I'm old. Anyway, it stars an actor called Wubin, and then he's highlighting that show. And so because he's in that movie, and then I hit add, right? Because I get the notifications directly from Netflix. So I added it to, and then it brought back the Inheritors because he's in that movie, he's in that show too, which is another reason I like it. And it brought it back up to remind me, hey, remember you were watching this. So which is the good thing about algorithms. A lot of times the algorithms, I know we complain about it a lot, whether whatever social media device we're using or social media service we're using. Outside of Netflix, but like with Twitter and stuff like that, for some reason I keep on getting all these pony bots on my feed. Then I realized I responded to a couple of them. I not responded to them directly. Some I did now, but it's usually somebody else posts what they would, and then I'll respond on it. And I guess it calculates all that, and then it just adds their stuff. And I guess because their stuff is seen a lot, like I get Ryan McCaffrey, I don't follow him. I can't stand that guy. I tried to give podcast unlocked a chance when the Bethesda thing was going on, when Microsoft bought Bethesda, and it kind of carried that coverage. And then during that time, I watched a lot of people I normally would not watch because it's such big news, and you want to get a feel for what's going on, so you can talk intelligently. If I make a video or if I want to discuss it with other Xbox guys, you want to kind of like a wide range of ideas and opinions. Which, of course, as we all knew, when that went down, it was just total chaos, right? Everybody couldn't believe Microsoft did it. Everybody talked about it for years. Everybody knows Microsoft can do that kind of thing. But it just, when it finally happened, it was funny seeing everybody react to it because they never thought it would. When guys like myself and Hebot and Erock and the guys that we hang with, Sigma and Tuckmaster, all the guys in the crew, right, in the Xbox Bleed Green crew, We've been talking about that for years. Even some of the pony bots who have left, who have left the circle way back in the day, man. We talked about this since 2014, 2015. Um, that is not out of the realm of Microsoft to do that because they're such a huge company, and this is why we're going to talk about the state of the Xbox because there's so much false narratives out there that I kind of want to address. I see it on Twitter. I spent a lot of time on Twitter. It's actually pretty fun now, whether you like Elon Musk or not. Twitter is definitely better in my opinion because a lot of the stuff I see now I normally wouldn't see because certain things I follow, my politics, certain things I post, right? Um, it to me at least, right? It's kind of like Bing. It's the reason why I like Bing over Google. Bing, it will just give you a whole bunch of crap, right? And the problem that people can have with that is that it's just too much. It's overload. And but the thing I like about that, it allows me to choose. So that's my preference. I used to use Google a lot, but then you could tell, man, Google was throttling a lot of the stuff, and they were pushing certain narratives or certain perspectives and certain websites and stuff like that. In the business aspect, I could kind of understand that, but a person like myself, I like to make my own choices when it comes to things like that. And so, yeah, when I picked up on that, and then Bing came along, and Bing is taking a while to get to where it is now. But kudos to Microsoft for sticking with it, which is another thing we'll discuss as far as the Xbox is concerned, man. Because there's a lot of people out there talking about, um, even though Microsoft is supporting Xbox now, which a lot of people do not like, right? So that's why they draw that conclusion between both Xbox and the brand, Xbox the brand, and Microsoft, the company. Right? And that's why you're seeing a lot of this cross pollination when it comes to the AKB deal. You know, and I'll jump on the AKB deal real quick because that's Activision King Blizzard. Because another story dropped. I've been following it closely. I know I don't post a lot of videos on it, and the reason why I started to in the beginning, but once I realized all of this stuff was political, it just became kind of boring to me. And then it's easy to track in that sense like that because there's no reason for me to talk about certain things like other people do. I understand their gaming sites and they're giving it a gaming perspective, but like in the case of the FTC, once I saw who the person in charge of the FTC was, um, taking a like a putting her hand into the pot, like basically steering that narrative. I already knew what the whole situation was about. Man. These guys hate um, not just big tech, just big industry. These guys are very socialistic in nature, right? They don't like, um, for lack of a better term, freedom of choice when it comes to a lot of things. Because if they're looking at the Microsoft thing, honestly, they hate big business, and because they see Microsoft, they're not able to separate Microsoft from actual Xbox, right? And this is why, as gamers, we're confused because we know as Xbox fills a certain hole in the gaming community, it fills a certain level when it comes to the gaming market, right? I'm not one of these gloom and doom pony bots that sit here and says because Xbox is third or like how Phil Spencer says Xbox is third. There's a little nuance. There's a lot of stuff that you got to read to it as well. And this is a problem that I have with a lot of gamers now. Their inability to look at that, lack of discernment, right? Unable to read between the lines, unable to like come up with any type of analytical thought process when it comes to looking at what Phil Spencer is saying in terms of the whole picture, not just what's affecting you right now, the day to day, right? This which is why the whole Redfall thing became what it was, just because of the simple fact that people were just looking at it from a very narrow perspective and not looking at what Microsoft was doing, which Phil Spencer was saying the entire time. A lot of people said Phil Spencer was upset in the interview, and they were saying he was upset because he was disappointed in Redfall because he acknowledged that it wasn't where they were at. This wasn't the reaction they're expecting. But I personally think he was upset because all these people keep on asking him the same stupid questions over and over again. This dude has done mass interviews with these very same people talking about the roadmap that everybody wants, right? That roadmap that Microsoft and Xbox is headed. You wouldn't have Microsoft and Satya Nadella supporting Xbox on this level, right? If they didn't have a plan in place, man, and they're gonna at least see the plan through, especially if they're making money off of it. Now you can sit there and say, as an Xbox guy, I have no problem with this saying, well, they're not where they want to be, right? They thought they were farther ahead in subscriptions. They thought they would be here, right? But these are big businesses, man. It's just like captain. You're the captain of a huge freighter, man. You just don't turn on a whim. Like if you're the captain running the aircraft carrier, dude, that stuff can turn, man. But there's a lot of stuff that you got to look at before you make those kind of decisions, right? And that's the same thing with Microsoft. Dude, they're $1 trillion company. Dude, they're not Sony. They're not Nintendo. Or Nintendo and Sony's main focuses right now is on gaming, and that's pretty much it, right? Sony is not doing well in electronics. Sony is they're a former shell of what they used, the monster that they used to be back in the 90s. Right? And I've said it, I've told you my story before. I won't say it again here, but that AKB deal is it'll be interesting to see how everything plays out. Again, to me, it's all political. None of these organizations they don't care about gaming, or if they do care about gaming, like in the case of this CMA, I think they're just in the pocket of Sony. I mean, given the latest news that dropped, how they're trying to hamstring both Activision and Microsoft outside of the current deal, trying to hamstring them from working together in any type of positive way, just indicates that these people are totally anti-business. And like I said, they have ties to Sony in some way, dude. I mean, right before this thing kicked off, there was a dude that was talking trash that was at the CMA, and some people were saying, "Well, he's not the regulator himself." I'm like, dude, after all of this is said and done, man. I mean, everything that's coming out to light, I would not be surprised if some documents were released where Sony was these dudes are on Sony's payroll. Hopefully that'll happen with the FTC, as Congress here is actually looking at it as anti-American type um, business dealings on Sony's part because they're a foreign entity from Japan. And I believe there is a lot of that stuff going on because Japan was nice enough to go ahead and approve the AKB deal. The government I'm talking about, not Sony. So they were really quick, man, because they were like, okay, yeah, we need our fighters, we need our bases, and we need our carrier group here, which is fine. This is how countries do businesses and stuff like that. All of this other stuff is just gets caught up in the mix. That's why politics is bad when it starts influencing pop culture, um, and that sucks. That sucks a lot. That sucks for everybody involved, but more so for the gamers, right? Because the gamers, all we care about is the games, right? And you can be there as an Xbox person looking at Activision Blizzard. They need help. Um, that Microsoft is a company that can help them. It's one of the reasons why Activision, even though they went out, like our brother Hebat says, they went on and actually tried to get the money they wanted. Microsoft said that's fine with them, but they came back to Microsoft ultimately because there's very few companies that can afford to do this type of purchase, which paints a target on Microsoft. But at the same time, you cannot argue Microsoft's record, at least currently. Dude, trust me, man. I work with some old school programmers. They absolutely hate Microsoft. And I'm talking from way back in the Windows days. I don't even know about that history. I'm not on the PC side of things, so I can't talk to it about that. I just sit there and listen to them complain because I need their help when my computer goes down because I don't have access. So, but I'm kind of jokingly saying that. I mean, they have their reasons. And Microsoft is a big corporation. You're not going to be able to please anybody. And if somebody gets robbed the wrong way, I definitely would hear you out. Trust me on that. I'm not going to be a hater just to hate, and I'm not going to be a fanboy just to fanboy, right? But this is one of the reasons why Microsoft has this type of problems, right? It's because of them just being Microsoft. And again, this is another problem with the CMA's decision. But if you guys didn't see, the Prime Minister of England basically stepped in and said, "Hey, we're going to look at this." He didn't say the AKB deal specifically. He was talking about business in general, which is actually true, right? If you guys don't follow politics, Britain has uncoupled themselves from the European Union. This is another reason why the AKB deal, where you're hearing a lot of stuff about, it's going to it got stopped by the CMA, but probably going to get pushed through by the European Union. If you guys are worried about, you guys don't want to experience the CMA thing, just stay offline. Because for me, I'm all in on this. Because the CMA should have approved it. I have no reason to believe the EU would not. And even if everything goes south, I don't care. Microsoft, if I were them, I'll just go ahead and purchase it and just work around it. Just make the deal happen. Because this has nothing to do with business. It has nothing to do with what do they call that? It has nothing to do with them becoming a monopoly, which is ridiculous, right? Given the variation of product and technology that is in gaming alone, not just in the tech sector, but just in video games as a whole, right? You see it with Game Pass. If you guys are like me, I'm not a phony pony bot that sits there and complains about Game Pass and doesn't play Game Pass, doesn't even have an Xbox, right? Or might have an Xbox, but you don't even use it, or don't even play the games that Microsoft produces, but you sit there and then you cry about it, right? I'm talking about people that actually play their Xbox, and like myself, struggle to find time to play every single game in Game Pass because there's right now 10 games that are actually like within Game Pass, not to mention a bunch of others I want to try out. Right? And that's one of the actual things we'll talk about with Game Pass. It's actually a problem, and I don't know how Microsoft can make it more efficient for gamers, give help gamers optimize their time when it comes to that kind of stuff, right? Because Microsoft is focusing so much on driving Game Pass. According to Phil, it's not because of subscriptions. I think that's one of the reasons. Okay, okay, if he's saying it's not the main reason, whatever. That's fine with me. But it is one of the reasons why. And you see them just dumping game after game into Game Pass, and that's becoming a kind of an issue for a lot of just regular gamers that just want to play games like myself. Okay, but yeah. So the Prime Minister of the UK basically came on and says they're going to look at all of this stuff going on. And he did name the CMA, but like I said, I didn't see, or at least I didn't read anything where he said specifically with Microsoft. Now, I will say this: the AKB deal is probably, though he doesn't say anything, that's probably one of the reasons why it's spurred him to do this. On top of all the political pressure that this dude must be under, given the economy that's going on in UK right now, which is kind of similar to what we're doing here, right? I mean, they're trying to position themselves as like a technical hub and be business friendly to like tech companies, right? If you guys been keeping up with what's going over here, Silicon Valley is dying. Surprised it took this long, dude. If you guys look at the cost of living in those areas and how it was affecting the communities outside of the tech sector, right? And even within the tech center, dude, there's people that was making like over 100,000 grand a year, couldn't afford houses and paying ridiculous rent for stuff. I saw a video where this dude was actually renting out a tent, and the reason why he did that is because he needed his bona fides. And what he was doing is just biding his time so that he can move up in the ranks and then go somewhere else and get a decent job. But you see a lot of these guys are leaving Northern California. They're going to all these other states. Or the people that work for the companies that stay there are actually moving to other states because it's cheaper, because the cost of living has gone so ridiculous that even when you have a high-paying job, if you're a software engineer or something like that, right? It's almost impossible to make a living still. Because cost of living, guys, I mean, inflation is real, okay? Which is another positive for Game Pass, man. Which these dudes on Twitter must be rich because they don't seem to be affected. There's two reasons why they talk the way they do about Game Pass: is either they're filthy rich, right, or they don't play games. And I don't think they're filthy rich. I would go with the latter, which is they they don't play games. They're not gamers. But if everything goes according to plan, looks like the Prime Minister will start reining in a lot of these regulators, which I believe the CMA is not government affiliated. Like they're not. It's like the Federal Reserve, right? They're not actually a government entity. So, but I can't speak to that, guys. If I'm wrong, correct me. Correct me in the comment section, please. I don't want to give out false information. I'm just basically thinking out loud with this podcast. Hopefully, some of the guys will join us. I sent out notifications and stuff like that. The only thing being is that I'm live, right? It's probably a bad time to. Let me check the private chat, dude. I gotta get better with this, dude. I know I'm horrible. Let me see. No, I don't see anybody. Hopefully, some of the guys will be able to join me. I know it's probably midday for them, or in my early evening for some of them, right? And people have families and things to do. I know Sega Man's going to be busy this weekend. I watched his video, which was awesome. I didn't get a chance to watch Unlimited's video on the dude. I was so mad when I saw his thumbnail because I ordered I only ordered one Redfall controller, right? Because I love Redfall. I'll say that now since I've been able to play it. I actually love that game. It's awesome. So I ordered the bite back controller, the red one, the vampire one. Because I was gonna order the Layla one, but I was like, look, I haven't played with all the characters. So what if I like this other character better? I'm kind of leaning right now to playing with Jacob, and that's because of what Dea was saying about the character, like and the bird. She get a really good description because I guess that's the character she's using. But I like Layla. I wish she was a little bit more sassy. I wish she had more dialogue. That's one of the reasons why I was drawn to the game because of her character in the trailer, and not just her abilities, which is a sell, right? But just the way she looked and just her attitude. And in the game, she is like that. But I wish they would have. I wish I could see where they can really push her character and stuff like that even more. I'm not saying like Tiny Tina level type of irritating, And I mean irritating in a good way, not a bad way. But at least have her have more, definitely have more dialogue, a little bit more sassy. Um, so there's moments and stuff like that where she says funny stuff. So a little bit more of the comedy, especially with the comedic timing, which is perfect. That's cool. And that's what I feel like when I play Redfall. Like there's like so much more that they can do with that game, and so I'm looking forward to. As Phil Spencer said, you got to take risks. This was a risk for them, right? As Phil said, it's a little disappointing. They didn't turn out the way they wanted to. But again, I don't think he was knocking the developers of the game. I'm not going to speak for Phil, but if I was Phil and people, I would be disappointed in the in gamers. You guys are so privileged and spoiled. You guys have no idea what it means to play. Anyway, I don't want to be the grouchy old man in my own podcast. Dude, I'm like, I'm playing this game thinking to myself, dude, you guys have no idea what bad graphics are. Or broken games. That's what people are saying. This game's broken. I'm playing it. I'm like, dude, this game isn't broken. It isn't broken. It has issues, but it's not broken, and it's not a 4. Anyway, I did my rant about that on the other night, and I was supposed to be talking about something else, so carrying on. Hey, did I send a realist? Dude, I bet you I didn't. Hold on. I did, right? Dang it. Hey, realist, man. So if you're listening, I'm sorry, dude. I'll send you. Man, don't get old, guys. I'm telling you, dude. I'm feeling it now. I was watching my K drama sitting on the floor. I wanted to get comfortable, sat on the floor. Then, like 3 hours later, because I just watching episode after episode. I tried to get up, dude. Oh man, I was in pain. Sucks. All right, I sent a link there. I sent it to you, Rock, right? Okay, I cover, man. I sent it to everybody. Again, guys, because I'm streaming now, I don't know if the guys can jump in. I'd love it if they did. Hey, what's up, Wilkin? Welcome, bro. The second open world. Yeah, dude. You know what is sad about the map though? I mean, not sad in a bad way, but the story is a little bit more deeper, right? like when you're anyway, spoiler alert, right? Um, but look, guys, we're gonna do some. If I'm gonna talk about Redfall, we're gonna be on spoiler mode. But when you're talking when the what is it now? It's like I think she's like the Coast Guard person or the military person or reservist or whatever she is, and then one of the other ladies, you can tell they're kind of like opposing views, and they have this dialogue where they're going back and forth. When you're in the museum walking around, you can hear them. It's pretty it's pretty good too. It's probably some of the better dialogue that's in the game. And that's what I mean. Like they could get really deep with this game as far as everything that's going on, right? Because you have all these people. I mean, it's just like you watch an episode of The Walking Dead or any type of post-apocalyptic show where these people are having, you have to deal with other people, which tends to be the crux of a lot of the problems. Not just because it's like vampires and all that stuff is like secondary, all the stuff going on. I do like the different factions. I wish they would have explored that a little bit more. Again, this can all be done in the second game. Like I was saying the other night, I compared this game to State of Decay, right? Like because I played the first State of Decay, loved it, but it definitely like when I was playing it, I said they're like, man, if they could just add certain things, it'd be cool. And then with State of Decay 2, dude, they just took it to a whole nother. I was blown away by State of Decay 2. I think the only thing they got to get to right now is just keep on working on the graphics, and they can take their time, man. If like Phil Spencer, man, dude, Phil Spencer, bro, that dude, I feel for him, man. And thank God he has that type of personality. Because I was in charge, I'd get fired, man. I'd be telling people off. I'd be on that kind of funny games. I was like, dude, what do you guys want, right? You guys want a AAA? We went on about Studios, man. I'm trying to buy AKB right now, but these people is blocking me, right? So, but we'll get it done, right? Right? We got that. We bought freaking Bethesda, right? We dropped games in there for you, right? We went and got third party stuff. I would have looked at them and said, did any of you guys finish Atomic Heart yet? Because Atomic Heart is awesome. If you guys haven't played it, dude, that is a cool game, right? Have you played the newest game that dropped, Ravenlock? Right? Did you guys beat Persona 5 since you guys was complaining about Japanese stuff? How about Scarlet Nexus? Did you guys beat that? That's how I would be on that interview, dude. I would have just been ragging those guys because they don't play these games. Like half these dudes now, if you see them, they're like talking about Zelda. Now, look, I have nothing against Zelda. In fact, I'm gonna have to go buy this game because now my daughter's on the fence. Right? I thought she gave up on her Switch, but she's looking at the gameplay and she's like, okay, Dad, I might want to try it. But I will have to say, she played the last Zelda game, And this is just her perspective on it. She just thought it was a little bit empty, right? And I was watching her play. I was like, well, it feels that way. But again, I couldn't really say it because if I'm being honest, the Link to the Past is one of my favorite games of all time. I love that game. That's one of my that's my all time favorite Zelda game from back in the day when I was playing all types of games when I was more hardcore, right? But then my daughter was saying that, but she might get this game experience and it could be the 10 out of 10. The thing of the narrative, we'll just crush this narrative right now. It's one of the things I want to talk about. The narrative that's going on online. If you guys are on Twitter as much as I am, what's up, Anthony? Welcome, brother. Yeah, cheers, bro. Cheers. Thank you for being here. But one of the narratives you see online is that Xbox people are complaining about Zelda getting tens and complaining about because what is it? It's 30 frames per second or less, and that but it's an older like you can't compare it because Xbox is the next generation console, right? That's the narrative that's out there. And the thing about the thing I want to crush that right now is the problem we don't have is with I don't like okay I'll put myself out there. I'm pretty sure because the guys I follow are the same way. The problem I have is nothing to do with Zelda getting tens or that game came out on Switch. I don't care about Switch. To be perfectly honest with you, I don't give a crap about PlayStation because I don't own one. I'm never going to own one. Right? I had the last one I had was a 3. Not going to get a 4. Not going to get a 5. Not going to ever play God of War because because I hate their community. I'll be perfectly honest with you. They are literally the enemy with Xbox because everything I have right now is in the Xbox ecosystem. Like Phil was saying, right? They missed a generation. Well, in this generation, I stuck with Xbox. In 2013, I stuck with Xbox, right? And that's just because of the games they had, because of that launch lineup they had in 2013. Those are the games that I like to play. And Titanfall was right around the corner, and you had all these hopes and dreams, Tomb Raider, all this stuff that was supposed to build out the Xbox One category, and then I was supposed to be able to watch my K dramas and all my stuff, listen to my music, all this crap. I was going to be in that ecosystem, enjoying the all-in-one box. That's why it's called the Xbox One, right? But then the media, the fanboys started revving up. All the pony haters, right? They went into full freaking crazy mode, right? This is you actually see the type of fans they are, right? They're brand gamers. That's what you guys are. And then the media got involved, dude. And then Xbox became this punching bag that is still going on to this day, right? And this is why I'm so adamant about Redfall because of what we experienced in 2013. Dude, I'll never forget that, dude. Like I say all the time, we should have a Rise. We should be on Rise. We should be going into Rise, Son of Rome 4, right? And then the complaints we should be having as Xbox guys is okay. Do we need a Rise 5? Or this is getting tiring. Are they going to change up the formula? That's as Xbox guys. That's what we should be talking about right now, right? No Sunset Overdrive 10, right? We've only got one Sunset Overdrive. We don't. What was the zombie game that they came out? Dead Rising. Absolutely love that game, and they were doing all kind of cool stuff with that. Killer Instinct. Don't know if we're gonna get a sequel, right? If all this stuff goes through, you never know what they're gonna do. There's people talking about adding all these different characters, revitalizing the game, whatever, right? Titanfall. I love the first game. Second game, okay, whatever, dude. But then that got left behind. Dude. We never got a fully realized Titanfall franchise on the Xbox One, right? Because when that first game dropped, it was so amazing, right? It was a game changer, in my opinion, right? Because when you played that game, dude, just from the jump, right, being dropped into a map and like you're in the middle of a war, you got all this stuff going around you, and then you're in it, right? To me, it was more immersive than COD, and I'm a huge COD guy, right? And that's what we had with Titanfall, and there was all kind of people. Remember what's her name? What's her name? But anyway, they had a community manager that was communicating with a lot of the Xbox people, or people, just gamers in general, but a lot of us were on Xbox and stuff like that. And there's people coming up with great ideas like, look, you need this type of skins. Could you expand the map? Could you guys turn up the AI difficulty on the AI, which they actually did, if you guys remember, right? Because you were just going in and you're just whacking people, and then people started moving back in. They upped the thing, then it became a little bit more challenging, right? You're just not going to go in and just whack them, dude. They were actually flanking, and there were more enemies on the map, right? And then it was just a lot. It made the map a lot more tighter, and then you just couldn't do whatever you wanted to do. You had to have a little bit more strategy. Nothing major, nothing heavy, right? But that's what I wanted them to work towards when they had Titanfall, which we never got, right? Because of all the hate that Microsoft got, and then old boy MA2 because he got this thing up his butt about competing with COD, which we all knew. Anyway, my point is, I remember those days, right? And I don't want to go back to it. And then when I played Redfall, This is what I feel like, right? It's just like Titanfall, right? You get into the game, you kind of have some things going on, but then I say Titanfall was a little bit more better realized in a sense, but still you get that same feeling like, okay, I'm playing this game. This game's awesome, but they could do this, this, and this, and this. Still enjoying the game. Not gonna throw the game away, right? Not like all these jerk offs on Twitter saying, "Oh, how can Microsoft and Xbox phase out this game?" They're not gonna phase out nothing, right? Again, these people don't listen. Phil Spencer already said this on the Kind of Funny Games interview, right? If you don't take risks in this industry, you shouldn't be in this industry. So as long as he's in charge, this is the stuff that they're gonna do. They're gonna have hits and they're gonna have misses, but that's what you gotta do. You gotta take risks, man. You're living in a society now where everybody's afraid to take risks, right? They want to graduate and get that corner office, right? Making those six figures. Hey, what's up, Sega man? Hey, dude, do you want me to send you? Oh well. Oh, sorry, Sega. Let me Wilkin. The Bellwether soldiers are stronger than the cult members in the first map. Yeah, yeah, they are, and they're worse in the second map, dude. I was getting mobbed. I actually died. I couldn't believe it because I was stupid. It's like I used my umbrella in the wrong time, and then this vampire came. You know the chick that hooks you, so she's a little bit tougher. But I was just playing stupidly, man. And I don't know what I was thinking. And but they mobbed me, and there's like about 10 of them, and they flanked me. I was like in an open area. I should have hid behind something because they already had the bridge covered, so I couldn't get away. I was like in the open, in the mud flat basically, right, trying to find places to hide, and they were just tagging me. Those shotgun guys are ridiculous though, dude. They worse they worse than Modern Warfare 2. You remember that sniper shotgun on Modern Warfare 2? That's what I felt like, dude. This dude was tagging me. I'm like, dude, I just used my elevator. How are you hitting me? And then his sniper just finished me off. So I was like, I ain't gonna lie, man. I got a little bit heated on that. I was remembering COD, man. Modern Warfare 2 with a sniper shotgun. These pricks was just running around, just blasting you. Um, yeah, but that's what I mean. There's some inconsistency with it at times, but you can see that they're working on it still. I know there was an update, but the game seems to run a little bit more smoother. I noticed that the hitboxes and stuff like that still need to be better. If you haven't noticed, like when you play, and maybe it's because of my, I don't know, maybe it's because of me and my connection or whatever. I don't know why that would have anything to do with it. But when I use a shotgun on a vampire, I kind of have to back up and I'll shoot and hit him, and then I'll pause for like a brief second, back up, and then shoot again because it seems like when you shoot that second time, if you're up close, because normally when you use a shotgun, you just go bam, 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 right? So this one I kind of hesitate, hold, pull back, and then hit him again because it seems like when I try and just rally off their shots and stuff like that, it's just not hitting them or it's going through them. Something's going on with that they gotta fix. Little things like that. But yeah, you're right, dude. These dudes are no joke, and hopefully they'll continue to work on that because it actually makes it. Of course, you're in a game like this. It's an open world game, so it puts some urgency. Like at first, I was just kind of moving around people like that. With these dudes, you couldn't do that, right? Because there's people positioned in certain spots. If you think you're just gonna walk around them, like I see some of these videos that people are doing, like they're punching the vampires and acting all stupid, right, and stuff like that. But with this dude, man, on that, at least for me on that mud flat, they wasn't having it. And I tried to get away on the other side, and then I ran into the cultists. Thank God they still suck. The cultists are like the stormtroopers of Redfall. That's how bad they are, dude. They're bad, which makes sense because they're cultists, right? They shouldn't be like crack shots and stuff like that. But yeah, and that's a good thing, Wilkin. That's a good thing, bro. What's up, brother? If you want, I can join for a little bit. Oh yeah, dude. Let me hold on, guys. Let's get Sega Man in here, man. Because I love talking to Sega. Sega Man, dude, your podcast is fire, bro. You do the one-on-ones and all that stuff, man. Um, I'm gonna try and jump in, brother. I'll try and jump you guys in. Please bear with me, guys, as I try and get my brother in here. But yeah, good job on the podcast, man. I've been loving what you've been putting out. Dude. I'm not gonna lie, dude. I'm gonna like cockroach, or as we say here in Hawaii, cockroach, steal, uh, take some of your ideas, man. I might start doing one-on-ones, dude. If you want to do one with me, more than happy to have you. Um, where is my media? Yeah, I need to learn how to get this stuff all on one. Um, Oh, dude, this thing's not going. I need to learn how to get this stuff all in one, man. All in one. Like contacting you guys and everything. Second man, I'm working on it, brother. But yeah, I would like. Yeah, second man, Anthony Chipmunk says cheers. Yeah. See, Wilkin, you laughing because you know, man. You know what time it is. Yeah, gaming medias. Yeah, they're absolute garbage. Dude, I don't know why Ryan McCaffrey's on my stuff, but since he popped up on my timeline, dude, I'll just wait till he blocks me. He popped up on my timeline. I was like, dude, I'm gonna give you this, as Hundred said, I'm gonna give you the smoke. He posted something like, "Oh, how's everybody's weekend looking?" And I wrote back to him, "Why don't you play Game Pass, dude?" It's like Zelda and all this kind of stuff, dude. I'm like, for a dude that's an IGN guy and talks trash about, we need Starfield to be at 11, not a 10, not even a 10 and 11, and we need this and we need that. I'm like, dude, this tells me everything I need to know because you listed a bunch of games. Like, as a person that's supposed to be reporting on Xbox, dude, you should be playing Game Pass all the time to give the people that watch you, right? But we all know a lot of the people that watch you are either pony bots, and the majority are ponies in general, right? Because they like to hear you run down because you're supposed to be like some fair and balanced dude, and all you are is a traitor. All right, I got it, brother. I got it. We're gonna do this, man. It's Sega Man out here, bro, dropping knowledge. Sega Man, dude, you be like, you have that righteous indignation, man, on your videos lately. I like that. Bringing the truth. It's like unlimited. Oh man, dude, these guys are gonna. You guys are gonna force me to re-sign in, brother. That's why I do not like this. I do not like this. I just wish you could just send it out one time, one shot, but it won't let you to do that for whatever reasons, and it just makes it difficult, right? Second man, dude, are you on Twitter? We gotta get. If you're on Twitter, brother, I can send you. I can send you stuff. Man. Messages. I'll message you right now, man. I'm gonna send it to you. It's under your Facebook, bro. I just sent it to you. If you can jump in, man, let me know. Yeah, but the gaming media, dude. Like, what's his name? As we go down this list of stuff, destroying all these false narratives. Like I said, with the AKB thing, right? We'll see what happens with that. I think they're supposed to appeal right next week. No, wait. I think we're gonna get the EU on Monday. They're saying, and everybody's confident again that it'll pass. Right? Just look, dude. Just take things with a grain of salt. I'm at the point like I don't care because ultimately I believe Microsoft. Look, they put a lot of time and effort into this, and they have a winning argument. This is why the CMA looks bad, dude, because it's basically all, like I said, it's all political, and not just political in the political sense, but like the gaming politics, all of that stuff. The vampires will chase you forever. Yeah, yeah, I found that out the hard way because I was running away from one because I didn't have any health packs, and it's the one that blackens the thing, everything around you, and so hey, there he is. Hey,
Hey,
what's up?
what's up? What's up, brother?
I saw your video, so I thought you were gonna be busy.
What's
Um,
what's going on, brother?
no, no, no. Yeah, I'm sorry I didn't initially send it to you because I thought you were going to be doing stuff this weekend, but I'm glad you could jump in.
You know what, brother? I did. I went out, and I'm going to be doing stuff tomorrow, too, with the wife for Mother's Day. But we went out and did a few things a day, and I just have a little bit of downtime to come in and rock out with you, man. What's going on?
Yeah, thanks, man. Well, I've been loving your podcast, dude. They've been awesome.
Thanks, man. I'm trying. I'm trying to do my best. Sega forever, my brother.
Dude, you had some fire in you, man. I was listening to your podcast, dude.
Trying my best, man. You
Yeah,
know.
but you got that, you had that fire going, man. You was a little bit upset, a little, but like not in a bad way, but like that righteous indignation.
Well, brother, Sega forever. I just felt like doing a little podcast talking about that I just honestly felt like Phil Spencer didn't need to explain or apologize anything on kind of shitty games. I just don't think he had to do it, man. You know,
No, 100%, man. That's
Yeah,
when I
man.
saw
I
that, I was
mean,
like, yeah.
you seen it. Hey, say, brother, Sega Forever. You seen it, man. He kind of looked frustrated a little bit with those guys on there, and they were trying to damage control some. I'm like, man, Phil doesn't even really have to do this if he don't want to, man.
I think some of it, that frustration, I don't think, because I've been seeing what people have been saying on Twitter and other social media and stuff like that, and their
Yeah.
videos they're doing, which is hard to watch. So I don't really watch it. So shout out to Zinc that can do that. I can't.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But I was listening to him and I'm like, dude, he's not. Don't you see that frustration? That frustration is him having to repeat himself. It's like a parent, man, when you have your kid and you keep on telling him to take out the trash.
Yeah.
Right? For some reason, it just doesn't stick with them. And then after,
Mhm.
like, dude, in my house when I was growing up, dude, with my family, dude, they talk one time. That's it. They'll tell you one time. If you don't do it, dude, you get in the belt. Or you get
Yeah.
in the hand. You get in the
Yeah.
backhand. You're gonna fly across that living room. Right.
Yeah. Yeah, bro.
That's how it was, dude. You talk one time, and then I'm sitting there listening to him. I was like, dude, he said this over the last 3 years, man, in interviews. He's talked specifically about this situation that they're in right now. And
Yeah.
that's why it was cool of him to kind of say, look, if you're not taking risks in this industry, you shouldn't be in it. That's basically a shot to them to say, no, dude, this is not how we're going to do stuff. We're not Sony. We're not Nintendo, right?
Hmm.
We're Xbox. Because
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure, dude. Look, Microsoft is investing a lot of money, dude. They see all, and I'm not saying this at all and be all or anything like this, but numbers matter, right? Stats do matter, statistics matter because you need that because you can't count on people in the gaming community. That's one thing I've learned over this current generation since 2013. That all these people, number one, are not gamers, and then a lot of them are just full of crap, right?
Yeah.
I
Oh
would
yeah.
not listen
Definitely.
to any
100%.
I would not listen to any of these people. So what are you gonna do as Microsoft investing these billions of dollars, right? You're gonna have to go to some stats. You're gonna have to look at trends, follow the charts, right? I take classes in analytics and stuff like that. That's what I want to do, right? You follow all this stuff, dude, and this is what they're looking at because you can't. Everything's emotional based on social media. You got these clowns over here like, oh, I'm gonna sell my Xbox off of
Yeah. I
one
mean,
game, dude.
you offer one game, and I mean, if you're gonna do that, then just go ahead and do that. I mean, I don't understand these guys today, bro. We right now, as it sits with Nintendo Switch and PlayStation and all that out there, the other two consoles that are out there, I mean, we have like the best value right now for when you if you're a console gamer, the best value for you right now, honestly, is the Xbox. It just is.
Yes, yes, it is.
It really is. There's no other game system out there right now that can offer you what Xbox is offering you when it comes to subscription based gaming. It's nothing. They cannot compete with it at all whatsoever, man. It's the best right now, especially if you're like on a budget and you just get like Ultimate Game Pass is just rocking it right now. There's so many games, like you said earlier in your other video. There's so many games to play in there. There's something for everybody, and it's just better. It's the best, in my opinion. Xbox right now is it's the best video game system out here right now. It just is, man. It's the best video game system out here. It's the best value for your dollar. And you don't hear nothing with Sony. What do you hear with Sony over there? You don't hear nothing really about any games. You don't really hear too much from Nintendo. They're pretty much quiet, except for they got what is it, the new Zelda? A lot of people they're excited for Zelda. That's cool.
That
You
is cool. That is cool. And that's what gets me. I was talking about that earlier because I saw on social media where everybody's trying to pin Xbox guys hating on Zelda. I'm like, no, we hate the hypocrisy. We
Yeah,
hate the hypocrisy of everything. You guys absolutely said that you guys couldn't function with 30 frames per second. You guys would go blind. I'm being facetious. These dudes,
yeah,
they basically they're gonna
yeah,
have they suffer from epilepsy or some kind of crap like that. You know,
yeah,
and I'm sitting there going, but then now Zelda comes out. Then you got these morons going like, well, it's different because it's not a next gen console. And I'm like, you just busted yourself because it has nothing to do with that, dude. 30 frames per second is 30 frames per second.
yeah, yeah.
I can speak to that because Outer Worlds, dude, I can't play that game.
Yeah, 100. That's one of his favorite games, and I think he said he just got and the new DLC or he got the part 2 or something that he's played it. I've tried it,
Yeah.
brother Sega Forever. It's cool. I can get into it, but other games distracted me from it. But it's not a
Yeah.
bad game. It's not a bad game. It's creative. It's really nice graphically. The world of Outer Worlds is pretty cool, pretty futuristic kind of stuff I like. But something took me away from it. There's other games that were coming out, and it took me away from it. But it's not a bad game at all. It really isn't. It's a good game, especially if you get a good sale. If it's on sale for like, I don't know, $10, whatever. It's a good deal to keep in your library. You
I
know,
know my daughter. She beat it, and she felt bad for me because I had to stop playing because I would get nauseous.
she beat it.
Hmm. Yeah, my
Damn.
daughter. Yeah, she's actually
Wow.
that's what she's gonna do. She wants to be like a well, she's an art. She wants to do digital art, but she also is looking at doing video game stuff.
Does she want to be a video game designer, man?
I think so. Yeah.
Oh man, that Sega Forever, that'd be freaking great, dude. If she went into that, that would be great, man. That'd be awesome.
You know what she's playing now, dude? She's still in the Nintendo camp with stuff.
Yeah.
Um, but man, she plays Bethesda games all the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
She plays like 76 Fallout, and I love watching her play, man, because she's not engaged like we are, right? Like us old dude. She doesn't have those hangups, right, that we have, and she
Yeah.
just plays the game. But she's a complete Bethesda fan, dude. She's like sits there and does stuff. She plays the game, she's loving it, but she's hating it at the same time. Right? The little things that irritates her about the game, which is good because when I look at her and I hear her talk, I'm like, okay, that's something that somebody that wants to get into that field would be looking at. So
You know, brother, Sega Forever, the Bethesda games are, and people should know this. Bethesda games have always had little bugs in them, but it never stopped people like from playing their games, man. I mean, you know, like I love Bethesda games. What's up, 100? I like Bethesda games. I always have. Dishonor, I beat all of them. Dishonor 1 and 2. You know, the Dooms. Those are really good. Just they have great games, man. They always made great games. You know what I mean? Bethesda always made really good games that you get used to very easy. Like for instance, like with Redfall. I mean, I think I told you, Sega Forever. I had one little thing happen where I went into I lockpicked the car trunk, and what happened when I opened the trunk, it just kept going, you know, like that, like going up and down, like flipping real fast. Like if somebody's stuck, like if you kill somebody, remember, you ever kill somebody and they fly into a rock and their body starts shaking, like they're stuck in a rock or something like that.
yeah,
Like it would do something like that, but that's it. I never had any other problems with the game, dude. I mean, you might have some pop-ins of the trees in the you know, in the world, like you might see the trees pop in or something like that, but nothing major at all that would deter me from the game. So I don't know what these guys are talking about, man. When they're
yeah,
talking about all these bugs and stuff, you know what I mean, brother?
yeah. I don't think they know what they're talking about. I don't think when they say bugs. I don't think because like for me, when some of the stuff they complain about, like for instance, the game was working, but the AI was wonky because this vampire appeared. I could hear him. I could hear
Yeah,
her
yeah,
outside, kind of pacing around. But what ended up happening is she came into the house, like she popped into the house, and she popped right in there, but she didn't recognize me. She was like talking to me, but like was facing the other direction,
yeah.
which was good for me because I didn't die, right? But I mean, I ended up killing her. But for somebody that wants that kind of challenge and stuff, that might be irritating, but it is what it is. Like little stuff like that. Sometimes when I go to pick up stuff, right, it's not activated. And I'm talking about stuff that should be like the bleach. Like you're supposed to be able to pick up bleach bottles. And so you pick up some, but then other ones aren't highlighted. Hey, what's up, 100?
What's good? What's good? What's good?
It's good, Hunter.
What's good, man?
And them Lakers killing it, man.
I know I've been drinking since last night.
Oh, great. Nice. Dude, they were
The
sleeping.
Lakers is on the Lakers is on top right now, bro. They're shining, bro. The Lakers is on top right now, man.
I was actually watching some commentary, man. These sportscasters, like, how they normally praise certain players. Man, but they was giving the work to Golden State. Was it Golden State, right?
Man,
They was telling about they too small. And stuff like that. I was like,
love you, son.
they was going in on them. I was like, dude, when you on top, they're with you, man. But as soon as you lose, man, they turn on you, dude. Like
Yeah.
blood in the water.
Oh, that's just thing. They just like the video game. All the industry the same. All clickbait. Motherfuckers is clickbaits, man. I'm telling people that shit. I'm like, they stole that shit.
That's good, dude. That's
They
good.
stole that shit from us. They bunch of clickbait motherfuckers.
Mhm.
You go click. They flip around. Oh, we didn't say that. Oh no, we was mentioning that Anthony Davis was a great player. But the games was really good. But They'll put what I saw yesterday because I was on second man would have been proud of me yesterday.
What happened?
I was getting on the pony boxing.
Oh man.
I was giving them straight smoke. See, when you leave me at work for 2 weeks in a row,
Oh, man.
weekends off, you gonna get some work.
And 100 was working everybody, even guys on our side. I was
Yeah.
like, watching, I was like, I wouldn't be on your podcast, bro. Friendly fire.
I said I don't even care. I'm like you. I was like, man, I'm sitting there at work. I said, I gotta get something to get this time to go by. Cause I ain't got nothing to do really.
Dude, when you and Livewire, I was laughing at you, man. I was like, dude. Livewire was like, no, bro, I'm not trying to say that.
And they were thinking that they thinking that me and him was coercing. I don't. Livewire is 3 hours ahead of me. Livewire started. I might just finish it. I don't even know what Livewire say. Livewire don't tag me or nothing. I don't tag Livewire or nothing.
No, but it's good like that, dude. And that's the problem, dude. There's too much group thinking gaming. These people just follow trends and stuff like that. Dude.
And that's what they need to do. Quit being motherfucking followers and go find out yourself. See, a lot of people, well, come on, man, the numbers don't lie. Well, your mama didn't lie last night when she was, when she was bending the knee. See, and I mean, trying not to go there on the internet because they be like, oh, you two people don't want to mess with you. I don't even give a fuck.
Oh, yeah.
I don't care if I'm being nobody friend. But then when I get into what Jeff Keighley joint, how you getting there? What this and this and this and that? The tickets ain't on sale. Don't worry about it.
Oh, is that Summer of Games? Is that his?
Yeah, it's down the street from my house.
I want to stop sharing that crap. I didn't know that was him.
No, that's just me and Xbox Junkie and Southbound going, and it's a couple of Xbox guys going. Yeah, we're going. It's down the street from my house. It's on the side of the SoFi Stadium. It's called the YouTube. It's a YouTube theater. It's like the Microsoft theater. Cool. Yeah. So we're trying to get in the Fan Fest, and then PAX that's next. Since we don't got no E3, we all trying to game bang the PAX West.
Dude, I'd love to go to PAX.
And PAX. Well, I looked at the number. If you want to do all 3 days, it's $249 or something. This and that. And it's like, no, use your media stuff and all that other stuff. And I'm like, I'm just trying to go get a vacation away from the peoples. And I pay the $249 and I go find me a Airbnb or I'll find me a hotel. But they're not letting their tickets go until the end of the month.
Dude, that thing's gonna sell out, man. Because everybody's looking forward to E3.
So we all talked about us, the Iron Lords. Everybody was talking about everybody since we ain't got no E3. Because we was planning for E3. I had people that had got hotels already.
Yeah, it was like 2 years, right? We haven't had one. I think it's been that long.
No, man, they let the kill off E3.
What's that?
They let the media, let these old fanboys, let the pony bots, the ponies, the PC extremists, because they don't want to come up with they you know what? I'm so tired of people saying, "Oh, I'm an influencer." How can you influence me to buy nothing? You can't influence me to buy a car. You can't influence me to have sex with your woman.
Dude, it just blows my mind that Sony's supposed to be the industry leader and they don't even show up for E3.
I know, right?
Sony ain't showed up. My first E3 was the last E3 that Sony showed up at. And Sony had a big presence. They was outside, inside, and everything. Yeah.
They can't afford it, man. They can't afford to do that stuff anymore, man.
And they thinking that they can. You cannot afford. E3 costs money.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Microsoft got Microsoft don't own the Microsoft there. AEG, the person that owned crypto, aka the Staples Center, they own that. The Lakers don't own that stadium at all. They do. Microsoft pays for the marketing rights for it. LA Live used to be Microsoft Live. Used to be Microsoft something. They'll change it through E3 and they'll turn it into Microsoft Live.
Dude, that's what I was hoping they would do, man. With all the stuff they're doing, they could do E3 by themselves. Every day they could have stuff if they really wanted.
Well, they doing. See, the thing about it, when Microsoft does their fan fest and stuff, I'm hoping they'll allow.
That's right, fan fest. That's right, 100.
Yeah, see, I'm trying to get in the fan fest, and they want to, Before we had the little secret back door, and then Mr. Chris wanted to close it up, so that shit wasn't fair. But I need some favors this time.
Dude, you better call somebody, man.
Oh no, we on man. We all on the phone. I'm like, hey, I ain't asking no favors for years. Can I get in this year? Y'all know I don't act no fool because people don't understand. I'm a real businessman. I don't think I even cuss. Yes, I do. When I see a fat ass booty, I'm like, God damn.
That year that you guys went and you did the video, man, it looked like so much fun. Like everybody.
It's organized. What I can say, it's organized chaos.
Yeah, organized chaos.
And think about it, it ain't no. I run into dudes on YouTube, kids that made 25 million videos about me. See me. Oh man. Because see, they don't like because they feel like they're on my playing ground.
Yeah.
Oh, you can get me. No, man, I ain't trying to kill. I ain't killing you on no video game. I might slap the shit out of you if you get them niggas crazy. But see, when I had Lemon and came in, people thought they was my bodyguards.
Yeah, dude, it's funny, man.
There's some big boys.
There's some big boys in this community, man. When you see that video,
they're big dudes, man.
And we walk in and they got like, what? I'm like, no, man. And they fuck because they never knew what they looked like. See, a lot of people don't know who people look like.
That's why you gotta be careful.
Some people don't cut on the camera. And one dude walked up and I'm like, who are you? Oh man, I'm like, oh man, I ain't got no issues with you, man. You enjoying yourself, man. Shit. Where the bar at? You know what I'm saying? You want a drink or something? That's expensive. They wasn't expecting that. Like, man, y'all was at the Spire. I wish I said you would have sit there and hit me on the hip. You have to pay to get up there, but you could have came and kicked it with us. We had ponies up there. They didn't want to get on the camera though.
You doing a show tonight?
Yeah, we doing a show tonight. I just ain't put it up. Like I said, it was Friday. I've been working all week, and the Laker game came on, and I started throwing them back, and then I put it up.
Yeah, normally I don't do this podcast on Saturdays, man. But then I saw the reason I'm doing it too because I saw what you said on your video. So I was like, I think the spot's open because I couldn't do it last night, dude. I had to go pick up my son.
Yeah,
I was just tired. Yeah, I had to wait for him, so I couldn't start the podcast because he went to go watch Guardians of the Galaxy. So I had to wait for him and then go pick him up.
Well, 100, man, he can say it too, Hunter. I told them 100, man. I didn't think Phil Spencer had to apologize for anything, man.
Yeah.
Phil don't, but see, that's how Phil. See, people gotta understand that's your personality. How many times y'all apologized and said I was sorry because you didn't make it to a podcast? You ain't gotta say shit.
Yeah,
I know what happens. It's called life. Phil, that's how Phil is. See, people don't understand. Phil don't like it when I say this shit. I call him in a Mormon. Phil, he don't want to hurt nobody. He everybody tags Phil. That's why I said I could never be Phil Spencer because I will cuss y'all motherfuckers ass out.
I would not last in that job.
They would have got me.
Do that.
They would have gave me free smoke. I would give them free smoke right back. But then one thing is, on the other hand, where the fuck is Jim Ryan? See, I said that shit too. I jumped on the motherfucker's ponies the other day. I said, where the fuck Jim at?
Nowhere to be found.
That nigga over here cutting that meat. Iron motherfucker.
You see what they be doing? The ponies, like especially on Twitter, man, they be like putting him up like he's gangster or something like that, right? I'm like, dude, this dude's a
gangster. What the niggas?
That's what they doing, dude. That's
what a butt plug in his ass. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, it's crazy, man. I'm looking on there, it's like, dude, you guys is paying for $70 games, and this is what I say, man. I'm like, dude, either you that corporate slave for them, or you guys don't play games, and I think it is.
Right.
Because like who's happy about that?
Yeah, like I was watching Listen to Lemon because I didn't know y'all was on Listen to Lemon joint. Because Super G said something. I said, finally you thought you was thinking like me. I said, I told people if you do the analytics, they supposed to be having all these 100 million consoles and all that. Why they don't have a fucking $1 billion franchise? Why on their games don't go? Why you got all these triple remasters?
Dude,
why you bundling these games in packages?
No, I was telling these people, look, if these games are that successful, dude, why are you having these service games now? They're switching totally to service games. Right? Because these AAA stuff, it might make some money, but it's not gonna push their console. It's not gonna keep them solve it. It's just not, because if you're selling 100, like every time, dude, they say like we have a, what was it now? Unlimited said that, dude, right? What Unlimited said, they supposedly sold 500 million PlayStation consoles lifetime, and then Unlimited said something like, yeah, but didn't they say that like 2 years ago? So does that mean they have a billion consoles that they sold? Because the amount that they sell doesn't never match up with the amount of units they push on their AAA titles.
Nope.
No. And Sean Layton, before he got XOC'd by Jim Ryan
Yeah,
for snitching on him. He said we're not going to put out that many AAA titles because they don't. We put all these millions of dollars in there and it don't pay off.
yeah, dude. It's like if you have over 100 million user base, but you're only buying 3 million launch, right? And I even would question that. But it's just like what Heba was saying, right? When Heba broke it down, right? It's basically like you just said 100, right? Heba was talking about, oh yeah, it's like he was talking to me about that. I was like, I didn't even think about it in those terms, like the bundles, right? The stuff that you score, right? So they count all that crap, right? Because it's like now what the ponies are doing on Twitter now is like lifetime. They're doing the lifetime sales of these franchises. I don't know if you guys saw that. They're like, oh yeah, what's that? Way Out West, or what is that? The West of Us? No, what the hell? The girl. I don't know their games really.
Last of
Forbidden
Us?
West.
Yeah, Forbidden. Yeah.
Horizon Forbidden West.
Or yeah, her that game. It's like 32 million counts or units. Like, I'm like, what?
Yeah. And my thing is with them games, why are you trying to push the people with the letters? I ain't got no issues with the push the people with. I don't got no issue with the people with the letters.
Mm-hmm.
I don't rock that way, but I ain't got no problem. You that's between you and the man upstairs. But why every game gonna have to have somebody with the letters in there? How a little girl that in the last of us, all of a sudden she a lesbo.
Oh yeah.
Now you got old girl from the best. She's a lesbo. Even in the TV series, they got gay men in the motherfucker.
In what, last of us?
Yeah.
What?
That's not, no, it was a good show until I saw that. I got stopped at a 3 because I'm still scarred for life.
Dude, that's just
It was getting good. I was liking it. I was scarred for life. Like these dudes is man. These dudes is this raining man. Hallelujah. No,
Oh
why?
man.
Why?
What's
It's
that
like, why are you
agenda?
trying to push your agenda on everybody?
I'm
No.
so tired of that.
that's
You push
Hollywood
that
telling
agenda.
on themselves, bro. That's Hollywood telling on themselves, dude. They want that to be the norm.
I don't have no problems with the LPG, like Flip say, the motherfuckers with the letters. I have no issues with you.
LPG. Watch out, man.
Got too many motherfucking letters in y'all shit. Y'all get a letter every year. Every
Dude.
6 months, y'all add a letter. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, man, I live in when I said I don't accept your lifestyle, but I'm not telling you you're not supposed to get a job. Not saying
Yeah.
you ain't supposed to provide and none of that. Just don't like your lifestyle.
Dude, when I was growing up, is like respect my stuff, I'll respect your stuff. That's but that's not
Back in
how.
the day, people don't understand. I grew up. I'm born in '79, so I grew up right in the '80s, in the '90s.
Yeah.
They was around. My uncle was one with the letters. My
Yeah.
dad used to call them. I ain't disrespecting. My dad used to call them sissies.
Yeah.
I said, "Pops, your brother's a sissy," and I think I was like 11, 12 years old. Cause see, I was hanging around older people before I was supposed to be, and I knew about the birds and the bees at 6 years old. Because my first cousin was way older. I'm like on the lower tier of my first cousins of mine. My grandpa had so many damn kids.
Yep.
You know, I got a first cousin just as old as my mother. So I'm like, what the fuck going on? Yeah, I got a first cousin at 60 years old. So I'm over here sitting there. And I'm like, what's up with that? Because his real name was Howard, but he changed his name to Jason. I'm like, what are you telling him? What you do? But he always came respectful. He never pushed his lifestyle on. He always used, at least he was the uncle that came with some presents for Christmas. Even with some rocket sucking robots. At least he tried. He made the attempt.
Is that?
Made the attempt. I ain't never had no which I wasn't gonna call him. I'm like, okay, You know what I'm saying? My cousin like, hey, he like the what, like get his shit pushed in, and he worked at a correctional facility too. So I was like, nah, I ain't got no issue. No, but they say he cool. He cool. Like he don't. You know he got it in him, but he doesn't push that lifestyle on him. He'll
Yeah.
sit there. I remember driving. He like that girl cute, huh? I'm like, yeah, you still like the way you strong the wrong way. You went to the dark side. You just never came back. It's all right. The light's still here.
You know, my dad told me, bro, like back in the day in Honolulu, because you know we have a lot of military here.
Yeah.
The Navy will come in and stuff like that. So they made those dudes wear like an identification, like I'm a boy on their.
Oh damn, for real?
Well, they had to, right? Because if like all this bad stuff was going on. So like the same thing with me, man. We got people in my family, dude. My family's pretty big, dude. We got big dudes in our family, right? But it's one of them, you know. He's but we call him Mahu. That's the word we use over here. So he was like that dude, but yeah, you wouldn't want to mess with this with this uncle, man. It's not uncle by blood, uncle out of respect. Um, but yeah, dude, sometimes you forget that these are dudes too. So like this guy was messing with him, man. He licked all 5 of those guys, man. Like he gave him whoopings, but I was laughing. But I mean, that's just a different time, man. But nowadays, dude, these people, they militant, dude, and they want to stick their crap in everything.
You can't but you can't say nothing no more. Back in the day, you could say a joke and they accept the joke.
Yeah, not anymore.
Look at all this.
I'm tired of everybody want to censor, even YouTube censoring cuss word. I'm like, I don't give a fuck.
You in trouble.
That's what I do to the beginning of my cuss every fucking 30 seconds on purpose. Because I ain't monetizing this shit. You ain't making no money off these motherfuckers. I said shit, I don't care. And they was like, you crazy. I'm like, no. They was like, oh, you acting like Chris Rock. I'm like, no, nigga, I ain't acting like Chris. I'm just telling the truth.
But that's why these dudes getting canceled, man. These guys going back like 10, 15 years. Dude, that's why some of these guys is quiet. Like Eddie Murphy, dude. Eddie Murphy can't really say anything, man. Because I grew up with Eddie Murphy. So
man, Eddie Murphy, Raw, Martin, all of them. They don't. That's why they don't want to go on the road. Dude, the only person that Chris Rock is probably the only one because he got a comedy where he can talk about. He got a diversity. He can talk about a whole lot of stuff, and he just got slapped.
Yeah, dude, that's how it is now. You can't say anything. You can't do anything. You just. I mean, it's just like, look, dude. I don't rely on any of this stuff as a source of income for me.
But people with the letters community can talk about us and don't get in trouble.
Yeah, I don't care either. But I've been warring with people on Twitter. I've been warring with people on Twitter for weeks now. It's been actually fun for me because I mean, I don't take it seriously like they do. But you know, like that, I got my car service this morning, dude. I was like, the dude told me 4 hours, man.
Oh, damn.
And that flew by because I was on Twitter, just like with the parties and stuff. Just he calls me up. He goes, "Oh, your car rate." I was like, "Oh, for real? Oh, thanks, man." Grabbed my car, went and got something to eat. Tweeted some more. I was like, "Dude, these guys are clowns, man." Like the one they were telling us, what is that? Xbox. Xbox is dead, right? And then they should go third party. And these are coming from ponies and media. I was like, dude, you guys don't even play you don't even play their first party games. Why would we listen to you? Right? And that's just because they wanted to die.
When you go find an article from I used to do drugs.com, no. No.
Well, we know this too, right? Like Sega, man, we know this, dude. They told Sega the same thing. Oh yeah, just go third party, man. It's like in the media was all there. Yeah, they'll have better purchasing power, man. Money won't be an issue. Get rid of the hardware.
Right?
And that's why they were saying that Nintendo told them to go pound sand. Nintendo's like, yeah, whatever. Yeah, we'll put our stuff on Apple just to shut you guys up, right? Because everybody was expecting Super Mario and all these games to be on the Apple store. And Nintendo gave them that little, which was a cool game, man. My kids were playing it.
With Mario. The little more.
Yeah, Mario they put that on there. Right, that's what Japan does, right? They just to shut you up. They're just like, oh yeah, here you go. Right? They slide that to you. Then everybody's sitting over there. Oh, when's the next game coming out? When's the update? And Nintendo goes, and then here's Switch. It's buy it on Switch. Here's the new Pokemon. Dude, I mean that's why, dude. I was telling 100. I was telling Stegman earlier, dude. That's why I'd be fighting tooth and nail for Redfall, because I don't want another Rise on the Rome issue or Quantum Break issue, right? Sunset Overdrive issue, man, because we should be.
Well, I don't think you're gonna have that issue because Microsoft own that whole company.
Yeah.
It's not like like I say, Remedy play the hand, and I say this from this day on life. Ain't no game from this day does what Quantum Break does. When they show Quantum Break, when you sit there and you pushing the glass away and all that other stuff, and they did not lie to you. But they let the motherfucking ponies and the bots sit there. Oh no, it's running. No, you don't know what is running. You didn't know back in the day what was running. We didn't care. We didn't go looking up. Oh, we looked in the back of the package, might see if we got a new TV. We can go 1080i or 1080p. Now, that's when we start looking. It didn't tell us no frames. But I'm like, man, that game is remarkable.
It's very innovative, man.
Yeah. And then, I didn't like the movie. Man, that shit better than half the sci-fi on the sci-fi channel. That shit better than half that.
That's what I said, dude. When people were complaining about that, I was like, dude, it's better than sci-fi stuff that they're putting out.
I'm like, man, that was good.
Yeah, I like
the rest in peace, old boy, man. Because I think he had powers too. He saw what was going on. I think he was like a little, like he wanted to see. He was overseeing. Like, yeah, I want to see if he can beat him.
That sucked, man. They had like a good cast.
Yeah, it
should have been a franchise.
The dude from there died though.
Remedy got influenced by Sony. And Control, I play Control for 10 seconds. No. Not my game.
It's okay. I have it in my backlog. It's okay.
I'll go play it in game.
Control? Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. I mean, it's definitely like a step down, right? I mean, it's not the full.
It don't look like Quantum Break.
But I like the game. I played it, but
and I tell people too about Alan Wake. I said, y'all didn't go buy Alan Wake, Pony Bots.
Yeah, that's a good game.
And that was a good game. I'm almost to the end of it. I beat American Nightmare. That people don't know what you mean American Nightmare. That was like a you call it Xbox Xbox arcade game.
Yeah.
It didn't come out on no disc. So I was like, man, I'm in there. That's story based. See, everybody want to action. Sometimes you got to tell a story. You got to sit there. That's why I don't like Telltale games or what's my game like Man of Medan. Man of Medan was good as hell. The Dark Mythology.
Man of Medan was one I didn't
like. I ain't beat the last one, but I did. Did I beat the last? No, I ain't bought the last one yet. But them Dark Mythology games make you feel like you are really a part of the game.
Yeah, I love those.
Yeah, I wish I could play those games, man. It looks good, dude.
Man of Medan is crazy.
Yeah, I might try the third one, the one with the Special Forces one.
I beat
that
one.
Is cool. Now, that one's pretty good. You gotta play Man of Medan first.
That's why I'm in it.
Package? I'm gonna have to shoot you in the bundle, man.
No, it's not that. I don't like playing like ghost stuff, man. Like I was playing what's that?
No, it's not. Thing about it, it's not scary. Like on a scary level, like
I don't know that one on the ship, bro. That thing looks.
No. Thing about it is, it's creepy, but it's not like I put this way.
Gory.
No, you don't see nobody getting hit. You'll see somebody when they died, but it's not like it's not on. I say it's not on like the Resident Evil type of shit. No. Thing about it, the object is to try to save everybody. Some games you like me and Flip play Man of Medan together, and see that's what's cool with it. You can play with a friend at the same time.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and sometimes y'all go branch off on different paths. So me and Flip broke up on a different path, and me and him we talking like we playing a first person shooter. Go left, no man, you go right, man. Look at this, look at that, man. I'm downstairs, man. You see me? Yeah, I see you, but I'm gonna get down.
I just should have bought it just to support them because of what they were trying to do. I know they were trying to push outside of the norm.
Well, they're better than Telltale's game right now. And I love Telltale. Like The Walking Dead was my game, man. That was The Walking Dead, man. I'm glad the original Walking Dead people came and finished the last one on.
I wish Microsoft would have bought them and put the games and have them create games specifically. You know, like everybody's been talking about what they can do with games with code. Like if Microsoft could get like Telltale and then put those type of games in there as the free, you know.
I'm ready to just get rid of games with gold. Fuck games with gold.
Wolf Among Us was in there.
What was that segment?
Wolf Among Us was in there at one time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Wolf Among Us is good. Now,
Yeah.
now you'll like Wolf Among Us because that's no glory. That's like a Disney their version of a Disney movie.
Yeah, I think it's a comic book actually. Isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think so.
it's a version like that. So you won't. It's no gory and it's no gore in that. People die in that one. You might just see them laying down.
Yeah, but that, I mean, that's why, like I was saying, I stopped playing Tokyo Ghostwire, man. That demonism was too much for me. So that's the
So
guy.
that's why I started. See, people don't understand. I played like 6 games at one time, and then when I had to go to work, that threw my shit off. I couldn't. I had to put game. I actually just played baseball, MLB. Thank you, Sony. And Madden when I came home because I know I had to go to bed soon when I get home because you know when I want to get into I want a game I want to get in I want to really get into it. That's why I'm not too far in Jedi Survivor. I'm in the second level.
Is it
And
bad?
I made that. No, that's good. It's real good.
People saying there's like problems with the game. What's the problems?
Man, ain't no problem. They problems with their head. They could have listened to these old stupid bums like Dreamcast look like he needs to be in Star Wars. Guy ass looking mother man.
That dude is
They listen to the wrong people. They don't listen to gamers.
like the him
They
and
don't
the
listen to Sega Forever. They don't listen to the Sega Mans. They don't listen to They don't listen to none of us. They'll listen when I start talking shit.
Yeah, they like that.
yeah, that's funny. Yeah, sure.
But other than that, they don't come. They don't really listening. Oh, why you know? No, man. No, the game is good. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Now PC, I tell people, PC is a open environment. The consoles is a closed environment. So developer already knows what they're playing with. When you play on PC, you don't know. You got a diameter. What you're gonna pick? You're gonna pick this all you're gonna pick from 4 gigs or 16 gigs or all the way to 64 gigs to 128 gigs of RAM. What CPU people gonna use? You gotta base all that in. It's not organized. It's crazy. So when a game come out broken, I don't care on PC.
Yeah, that's what people were complaining. I think the most was PC with the games.
PC was complaining because they this and this and that and all. I'm gonna put this way: Jedi Survivor played like the regular Jedi Survivor from the last one, because it's people don't like Jedi Survivor because you got to use your mind.
How is the game, Hunter?
It's good. People don't like it because they got puzzles and it's a Star Wars Zelda.
Yeah, but the puzzles aren't that hard though, are they?
Hell yeah, they hard. I mean, man, I ain't gonna lie. Hey, so help me Xbox. I'm not gonna lie to nobody.
Mm-hmm.
I got caught in a Jedi temple, and I needed the Force to put me on YouTube and go find how to get out of this damn thing. I tried like 64 times.
Just go look it up, dude. No shame, bro.
And that's what I did. I looked it up. I went on anywhere, and that's what I was telling people. That's what I was telling clowns yesterday. Clowns like, well, I said, clowns, go on YouTube. They actually people know it. They actually these people on YouTube know what's the hardest spots, and they just pick that hard. You can just go find that hardest spot, and it's a walkthrough.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get mad, like, damn, why didn't they think of that? But you know, they want action. No, it's not action all the time. It's telling a story.
As long as it doesn't break like that's the thing with Redfall. That's why I never have a problem with Redfall because there's nothing in there that breaks breaks me in the game. Like it doesn't take me out of the game or the story. Or
there's no thing about it getting into the thing about it with Cal Kestis, some of his Jedi powers is he can actually grab an item and he can actually see what happened to that person.
Oh, that's cool.
That's
Who are they? Is it they're still pursuing him in the sequel?
Hell yeah, they on his ass like man, they on his, they
Was
on
that the
all
Inquisitors?
their asses.
Is it still the Inquisitors?
Yeah, actually, I don't want to spoil it. One of the quizzes I thought I kicked their ass in the first one. She came back on me.
Um,
But see, thing about it is, you play it your style. Like I ain't gonna say. I'm gonna say I feel like Cal is. I play as Cal is a great Jedi. I don't. I use both sides of the Force. So
Yeah.
I might see a strong trooper and I might just grab him and just stab him in his motherfucking heart. I don't care. But that's not the Jedi way. I'm not a regular Jedi. Ain't no Jedi no more. We gone.
no, yeah, because everything's falling apart. So that's what makes the story interesting.
Yes, we gone. I'm gonna do what I want to do. And then the character that you do see that at the beginning. That's the second level. You find out who he is.
Have you watched Clone Wars yet?
Yeah, I watched the shit out of Clone Wars. I watched Star Wars, everything.
Dude, man, my daughter got me into Clone Wars. I didn't know how deep that was.
Really?
It's a lot with the Jedi.
Yeah, and that's what Dave Filoni been stealing up for Clone Wars.
Yep. Well, he did it. So, yeah.
Yeah, they've been
They
taking.
trying to install that, but that's why with the Mandalorian season 3, I was kind of like, dude, you gotta let this thing kind of simmer a little bit, man. You gotta let him bake it in first.
I wasn't even mad at that. I'm glad. I'm glad he gave old girl the saber because he couldn't fight with that saber. That saber was too heavy for him. He had no force in him. He a bounty hunter.
Well, that was it. They were doing that through the whole. That's why
Yeah, Sabine. You saw when old girl got it. She was willing it like it was nothing.
Yeah, because she's the dude. Because you know, a lot of the people complaining never watch Clone Wars. That they don't realize that she's a royal blood. That's her family.
Yeah, she's supposed to have. Her sister had it. Maul took it from her.
That's what, dude. In Clone Wars, they made Obi-Wan. I mean, they made Obi-Wan cool, like Ben Kenobi, General Kenobi, dude.
Yeah, because you don't even know he had a relationship.
Yeah, dude, he was like James Bond, dude. He was like a James Bond character in that show.
Mhm.
Like, that dude, he could mac chicks and everything.
Yeah.
Wow, dude.
And people didn't understand that Anakin had his own. Like I say, Ahsoka was his Padawan. He wasn't. Him and Obi-Wan come together at times. But other than that, they went their way and he went his way.
No, but this is okay. So what we're talking about now, sorry guys, but the gaming aspect of it, this is the problem with gaming. Right, a lot of the people don't take the time when it comes to gaming. I understand the society we live in, man. Like we live in this TikTok generation where everything's instant gratification. But if you really want to enjoy some stuff like a Redfall, dude, you're gonna have to put some time in it.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to take.
Redfall got a good story.
It has an amazing story. I mean, there's some stuff I see that they could build off of, but what there is, and this is why you see people like I saw this Twitch girl. She's pretty. I just saw somebody shared it on Twitter.
What she did?
Well, she's pretty popular, and so she was playing Redfall, and you can tell she was just having a blast. She's like, "Oh, dude, this game is fun," and I'm like, "Yeah, that's." And I'm like, but if you're not going to give a game a chance, like as soon as somebody told me I played 5 minutes of it and it sucked, I'm like, dude, you did. I'm done, dude. Your opinion doesn't mean jack to me at all, or never will. Hey, Vodka. What's up, Vodka? Not this again.
I did nothing.
He's talking about Star Wars. No, but this is the sad part about gaming, man. And I know Sega, man, dude, you were talking about that earlier, bro. I mean, it's just like these guys, man. They're just, I don't know, man. I don't know what they expect moving forward. Because if this is the reaction that Microsoft's going to get for doing what they're doing now,
Yeah.
Just thank God they're rich. That's what I keep on saying on Twitter.
I'm gonna put it this way: gamers need to make their expectations an even kill. Even they got to do that even with life. Make it an even kill. Because you get so hyped, and then you get disappointed. You know what I'm saying?
That's on the people too. Like I'll be honest with you. I would say that the marketing and the videos that they showed really got me hyped. But when I played the game initially, that hype level dropped real quick. Now, with that being said, did I throw a tantrum and just no? Because I was still having fun, right? And then I got into the game, stuff like, oh no, okay, well this is this and this, but which goes to show that the game that they want it to be and the game that you're getting is just not there yet, right?
No. But what was that? State of Decay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The same.
No, yeah,
that game has grown. Sea of Thieves has grown.
Yes.
They can add on to this game.
Yes.
People are playing this game. Now you got these outlets saying, oh, sudden broken game. People are playing and they're really excited. And they was like, well, y'all like mediocre games.
Oh,
Well,
they
like
starting
mediocre
to,
women.
bro. They're starting to realize. They're starting to realize because they're looking at it and like, oh, people are playing these games. So like when you have somebody like that Twitch girl, and I don't know who she is. All I know she has a big following, and she's having fun. That's when the media is kind of like, oh. If this starts happening, like people start actually playing it and actually liking it. And I know there's people. Not everybody's gonna like it, and there are problems. But the general consensus is happening is like, but it's still fun. That's what I get from a lot of people.
Sega Forever 100. You see now they're saying I heard in those in the gaming streets, if Starfield doesn't do well, will Xbox survive? Dumb shit like that.
Man,
That was from the Pony Boss, dude. That was started by the Pony Boss, like McCaffrey. That prick.
Man, these dudes. See, people wishing Xbox to die. I don't wish Sony to die. I need you in my life so I can curve stomp you every 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you to go away. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, everything's falling apart on that side, and it's just like
but they see. Thing about it is, Xbox community they complain about every fucking thing. If Phil Spencer loses toenail, they complaining about it. You know what I'm saying? The Sony dudes just take it up the ass. It's like an N2D. Remember when LL Cool J put that pool stick up old boy rectum, aka his asshole? Love it, and they love it. He tells them what to do. They are drones. When they say jump, when they say jump, he say jump. They say how high, sir?
Dude, they're like those cultists in Redfall, man.
Yeah, man. I think the cultists is more got more sense than them. They will actually sit there, like I said, they'll sit there. Man, the PlayStation VR, yes, it's a good thing, but y'all don't buy it.
They can't afford it.
Why would I pay some money more than a console? Not putting that shit on my face for 5 hours. I got Oculus, and I don't now. Have I been on there for 5 hours? Yes, but I was taking it on and off. I was playing poker. I got to fill up my drink in real life. And I was talking shit to the homie. They still mad because I took like $3 million from them. I get messages every week. When you coming back? When Jesus come back. But it's not like a, they don't have. I said what Oculus had, what got me to get an Oculus, they had a system selling. When I went to E3, I played Vader. That show. I'm like, I want it now. I want it now. But PlayStation VR don't have a system selling.
Nope, it doesn't, and it's too expensive.
Yeah.
What is it, like $700?
It's $5. I think it's $550.
God damn.
Yeah.
Oh, it's cheaper than I thought it would be.
Yeah, and then these Oculus you unattached. But then when you got to have a PS5 to play it.
Oh, that's what it is. Yeah, I forgot about that.
That's bullshit.
Yeah.
No, that's Sony, dude. Sony, dude, multi-tap, bro. You remember that? Xbox put 4 ports of the thing. Sony goes, nah, you gotta buy a multi-tap, man. And Madden was so huge back then. I mean, it's still huge, but it was humongous back then. Dude. Most people I know played Madden. They have to buy that multi-tap. They crack it up, dude. I was like, dude, come on.
But they don't. Like I said, it's not a system. They don't have a system seller to make somebody want to go out there and spend 108 to do it. Me and 108 argue for hours one day.
108, he got the new VR.
Yeah, he got it. But I was going off. I'm like, what you getting final? What you be talking and what I'm talking about it. Yeah, it might look better than the new Oculus Quest 2. But when the new Oculus come out, it's gonna look better than the PlayStation VR, and it's probably gonna be the same price that it is now.
Yeah.
And I ain't gotta hook up the shit. They was like, oh, you got the pass through. My old Oculus got passed through to it. If you go too far out the rim and you can see where you at. Oh, you can draw a boundary. I did that in Oculus One. I was in my old office, rest in peace. Down this in my office. I'm thinking about me building it. But you know, you're gonna play for so long because you're gonna get seasick. For one. It ain't for everybody. Have I got seasick off of it? Yeah, I gotta put this
You
shit
can watch
down.
movies in that too, right?
Yeah, man. And the craziest thing, the best app on there is Prime Video. Because Prime Video lets you make 180-inch screen
Damn.
in front of you. Netflix, dog shit. They make you sitting there like you under the mistletoe or something under a fire. I don't care. I'd rather watch that shit. I'd rather watch shit on TV. No. Amazon, I don't know. People don't give them credit. That is the best VR experience to me. People talk about widescreen, but no, we're talking about something that you already got movies already on the top of your hand. Boom, boom, boom. Load it up like it's regular. You pick your movie, boom, it's coming on.
Mm-hmm.
Now, have I watched a 3-hour movie on that? Yes, I will. Shit, yeah.
That is cool.
And think about it, you can turn your head and look down and go get a drink and get back up, and the movie's still there. It felt like they got you sitting in like you in a movie theater.
800. Remember when they had it on 360, man?
Oh, what you gonna share everything?
We watched the movie in the movie theater, man. Remember that?
Yeah, that was Netflix doing that shit.
Yeah, I missed that.
You guys remember that? It was fat as hell, man. They need to bring that back.
Yeah, they need to.
I forgot which color has it, but I don't. They have it, but I don't know if you can do it on console though.
Oh,
Amazon
for real?
has. I think Amazon has it. Something like you want to add a friend or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Amazon or HBO. So one of them do. Actually, I saw it the other day. Actually, you want to invite some friends? You can invite up to 5 friends, and y'all can watch it on your own screen. But
That's cool.
I don't know if it's gonna be avatars or whatever. But I saw that. I did see that shit, and I'm like, okay. But I don't. In certain movies, I don't want to watch with no grown men. I'm not finna watch Dancing with Wolves with no grown men. I don't want to watch what do you call that, man? No, what was that? I forgot the little movie where baby girl died.
What was it? Old movie?
Yeah, with Shelby. Her name was Shelby. They didn't make it a black version of it. Roberts was in it. She was playing in it. Well, it was a bunch of people.
Julia Roberts?
Yeah, they had old. Her name was Old. What's called Old Weezer and all that. I can't think of the name.
I know what you're talking about. I can't think of the name.
Yeah.
But I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, dog said you think about when you ain't thinking about it. Yeah, but I ain't watching that dude with no movies with no dudes. We gonna watch some action packed. Like, you saw that, man. We can watch some Fast and the Furious.
Yeah.
Something like that. I wish they could make it where you can do that and we can have commentary at the same time, and I can actually kind of I will stream that to YouTube and I hear people come, you see that shit, Jay? Yeah, they squabbling now. I just got into that series. That shit was crazy.
Dude, they be striking these YouTubers now for content.
But see, they strike them because they monetize making money.
Mm-hmm.
I get strike all the time, and they got to remove. Actually, I got strike by Disney.
You did?
Yeah, for something.
Disney,
they strike me for Disney for something I did 5 years ago.
Yeah.
I said it ain't monetized.
Dude, look at what happened to E-Rock, man. That's not surprising.
That was somebody physically doing that.
Yeah, I know.
I got that done to me several times. I just happened to sit there and somebody look at my videos and sit there and like, no, he didn't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They went back in my view. I had them manually go send somebody to, because I woke up one morning like, you struck for this. I said, I didn't even do nothing. I didn't make a video in 2 weeks. Fuck you mean?
Hey, what's up, Shane G?
And I was like there, like, man, I'm giving fucking. I woke up like, what? So, and people don't. It's a secret number. You can go call YouTube. Because I remember homegirl Jeannie got her channel knocked down.
Jeannie?
Yeah, her first channel got knocked down.
Damn.
Because somebody said that the person I hired to do, other than shout out to graphics guy, because the channel weren't funny. It's my dude. It's my graphic designer. But I didn't have him do it. I should have went through him, went through somebody else, a friend of mine. Was a friend of mine. And they said that the channel was stolen from someone else, and they just killed her channel. And she wasn't in no console war or nothing. She was supposed to be my Twitch girl. This stream on Twitch. Because she worked from home. And so I was like, all right. I'm like, okay, start me another channel. I'm gonna go spend some more money. Now if the guy would have came and said, hey, you know what, my bad, let me give you money back, or let me go make another one, I would have said, all right. I didn't get none of that. You just took it. So my thing is, this is business. I ain't messing with you no more. But no, you can get hit with any. That's why I say anything. That's why people are like, man, why you don't monetize them? Because when you monetize, you get that everybody want to look. Ding, 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 ding. No.
Oh, yeah.
They were like, when I do Bone and Dog ain't never been monetized because I know I'm playing music. You know what I mean? People, you can't use this. This can't. I get so many hits, boom, 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 but they can't do nothing to me because I didn't monetize the video.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, we just wanted to let you know that you can. They might say, oh, you can't monetize. I don't care. I'm trying to. That's with the YouTube game. And thing about it is they got bots out here that's doing it. It's not real people that's doing it. They got bots out here that's probing people's channel.
Damn.
But then you got other people that manually go say something.
Yeah.
Now, what I think what happened with E-Rock is somebody said some foul nasty shit about him. It probably wasn't true.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
You can say a couple of words on here, and you know they don't want to be sued, so they're like, I'd rather get rid of it. If you call somebody messing with kids, because it's a lot of nasty people out here on the interweb. People don't understand that. Everybody's not nice.
Don't be fucking with that dark web.
Mm-hmm. I don't like I say, I'm here for the people.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm not here e-begging you every 5 minutes. I'm not telling you every 5 minutes, go and hit that like button.
There's just so many people that was exposed, man, over those last 2 months. It was good to see, man. These guys were just doing it for clout, for clicks, undercover ponies, all of that. That's what I like the most about this stuff. So people ask me all the time, "Aren't you tired of this?" I'm like, "No, dude. This is awesome.
It's entertainment. It's a stress reliever. Shit.
Yeah, it's entertaining. But to me too, it's like I don't need to be told what games to play. There's reasons why I have an Xbox, right? I'm not just on Xbox just to be on it. Right? I actually like the system. I like the games. I like the ecosystem. I like all of that, dude. That's the problem with a lot of these guys, man. They don't know if they're coming or going. That's why we lose so many people on the Xbox side because it gets hard. Right?
But one is half these guys don't even communicate with their audience.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? You got to pay to talk to them.
Yeah, but even if they can't, dude, they just don't have like there's very few people like I'll just be honest with you. That's one of the things I see with E-Rock, or Hebot, right? Why they get attacked so much is because they have that ability to do that, to entertain, to talk, right? And that's what pisses people off. People that normally wouldn't pay attention to stuff that we do will get drawn to them because of their personalities.
But see, E-Rock and them, they dog walk. They don't see. I lure them into a trap. They actually go straight on in. They like what you call it, man? They like trick the old boy on training day. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's what it is. They don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? Go on and snort this shit. Yeah, let me get you now. Come on, let's go.
Hey, it's just business, homie.
Yeah.
The total boy for this shooter.
Yeah. they just own 17 million. But I don't. Somebody asked me the other day, it was like, man, when you speak, people be listening. I said, I don't know why, because I barely don't talk about shit. I said, I'm off for the next 4 days. I can work from home Monday, Tuesday.
Look, dude, I know people don't like people don't like when like people like when I say this kind of stuff, people don't like it, but it's the truth. There's reasons why people watch people. You know what I mean? A lot of it has to do with personality. Some of it is looks. Some's a combination of both. Some people might find you funny. Some people might find you informative. But there's a lot of people on YouTube that probably should get a lot more views because of their content. But that's not the draw. This is something that I think people haven't figured out yet. I think some have, but not most. This is the reason why people watch certain people, man. It's like for us, man. It's like when I watch Hebot's video, dude, I'm like, dude, this dude should be getting like thousands of views, right? But unfortunately, Hebot doesn't have blonde hair.
Yep.
Yep.
Blue eye.
Yep.
You know what
They
I mean?
don't think about that. They think, see, a lot of people. Even when I even met people at E3, even on the pony side, they was like, man, you ain't the crazy one. I'm like, no, why? People understand that's a character that I portray. 100 is a character I portray. You don't know me in real life. You ain't never talked to me in real life. I don't know about your kids. You don't know about nothing about my kids. So why you expect me to be the same person? I switch into a character. Even E3, I don't switch. I had to switch into a character a couple of times when we did like a video or something. But other than that, I'm trying to coach. I'm over here looking around. I'm trying to observe what people doing. I'm trying to see how they're networking. How can I network and all that other stuff.
Well, that's how people get busted too, right? Because they can do that. They try to, right? And that's how they're always getting exposed on their videos, right? Especially these guys on the Sony side. It's like that dude that what's his name? Reforge, that guy.
Oh, I don't even know. See, y'all be naming dudes. I don't know. Cause see, I actually cut the ponies off out of my life. You know, I don't watch. I think the only pony that I actually even listened to him in a couple of weeks. Something I'm working is it's a sperm wave. Y'all call him spawn wave. I call him sperm wave. He's like a sperm. You know what I'm saying?
The irritating thing for me is, dude, I'm not subscribed to these guys. I don't follow them. I don't do any of that stuff, right? But they occupy the space, right? And that's one thing, like with the algorithm, like with Reforge Gaming, he's kind of smart in that sense, right? He'll do enough to get his stuff. Like this, I can't do that, dude. I can't be that type of person, man. I can't be that.
No, that's what. See, the thing about it is, if you say anything negative about Xbox, they'll come flocking.
Well, he also kind of keeps it like some mid gaming stuff, and like he's starting to grow. But I know that dude has like a history. Like people have been talking about him, and I'm like, dude, if I was you, man, I wouldn't be putting that stuff. Somebody's gonna dig into your past and throw all that stuff up for people to see. Because there's some stuff that he did that was bad, or allegedly did, or whatever. But and when you're trying to build a following and then you start to be disruptive like that, dude, you're just gonna somebody's gonna call your card, man, because you're gonna piss somebody off. And I'm not talking even about the Xbox guys, just somebody. You know, when you're out here on social media, like if you're like me and don't care, and I understand I don't have a big following at all, and I know some people know me in social media, but not really, which is fine.
They know who you are, second forever, man. Don't put yourself there like that.
But all these dudes that try and chase clout, like some of these newer Xbox guys, man, I listen to them. You know, they sound pretty decent, right? But then as soon as the rubber meets the road, when Xbox starts getting attacked and all these false narratives start hitting, man, they just follow the crowd.
They all follow. I'll put an example. I got two examples. Colt. I met Colt Eastwood before. About a good 45 minutes. You know, him and his wife, him and his lovely wife. You know what I'm saying? I really got no issues with him personally. I used to kick it with Dealer damn near 4 days a week.
Yeah, Dealer. Like I kind of got into a thing with Dealer on Twitter. Not really. I don't have a problem with Dealer. I can't stand his crew. Right. Yeah. So I tried to I followed him from the beginning. I tried to support him, man, but then he started doing podcasts with these dudes like D-Batch, dude. That guy.
Yeah, what happened to him, man?
People don't understand. D-Batch. You got to blame this for D-Batch. You got to blame Next Gen 720 for D-Batch.
Yeah.
He got his mind messed up because they dog walked him so he don't know where to go.
Yeah, I understand all that stuff, but this dude is like constantly wrong. Like he when he talks about stuff, he sounds like he knows what he's talking about, and in some aspects he is. But every time he talks about something, dude, he's always wrong, right? And so I don't mind that. Right? I can let that slide, dude. But then he gets passionate, like on Twitter, because like he was talking about damn, what is he talking about, dude? He was like, no, this is absolutely going to happen. Even I jumped in. Normally I let it slide, but I was like, look, dude, you're always wrong. Everything, I say 95% of the stuff you say is wrong, and then the other 5%, you didn't have to tell me that. You know, it's just like you're not the.
They be trying to sound intelligent so goddamn much. I'm gonna put this way: the average consumer don't give a fuck about a teraflop or none of that shit. They don't care about half this. They don't care about the VRAM and none of that shit. They don't care.
Look, like they're like he was saying one time, right? Like we all know the Series X is a powerful console, right? But ultimately, we've all gamed long enough to know it can have the most powerful console, but you need the people to take advantage of the power, right? And in some cases, when developers do this stuff for various reasons, man, maybe they're a small company, maybe they don't have the time, maybe they don't have the time, money, the resource to put into it, and then other companies do, and they take advantage of it. So you can't throw a blanket on everything when it comes to the Series X and the power, right? Microsoft basically said, "This is the most powerful console. We'll give it to you guys. What are you going to do with it?" Some people are lazy. Some people can't afford to do it, or they don't have the time. We went through a pandemic. All this crap's going off, right? And then people still going here like, well, they should take advantage of the power. There's no excuse for being 60 frames per second. That's why I tell these guys, I'm like, look, do me a favor, dude. You go to USC, right? You go get a degree, right? And then you go create a game. Tell me what it is. Give me a free copy, and then I'll just crap all over it. So I'll play it so I can just crap all over it. How about that? 6 years of your life wasted. This is the aggravating thing about all these people, man. It's just like they can't think outside like two steps.
No, because they want to be famous. They need to have. See, they don't get attention at home.
Hey, what's up, Jay?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. They don't get attention at home, so they need the interweb for their attention. Like I jumped on Chris Hart. You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker just got married. He stayed more time on YouTube than and shit. Okay.
That's a whole nother. That's a whole nother. Yeah, that's a whole.
I said you just getting married, G. Why you ain't with your lovely wife, aka your cousin?
Oh, dude, don't. 200.
I'm a bad man. I told you that I'm a bad man. I see I've been trying to cook something. I had to get. They got. What?
Maybe the wife is on YouTube too, man. I see that all the time. A couple sitting there. Man, it's crazy, dude. That's why I like what you said. Sega Man said that, dude. He's like, look, don't hit me up. I want to be, he had plans this weekend. That's what you got to do, man. These people don't do that stuff, man. They don't have lives, obviously.
Well, my thing is, you can hit me up all day. It's if I'm gonna answer the phone or not.
Oh, look. Shane G said Colt is the worst. Yeah, I can't listen to him. Nothing personal against the guy, but that dude is.
The man is a great dude in person, but thing about it is me and PK got some things we don't want to espouse, you know what I'm saying? Because they don't espouse, but women lie, niggas lie, and numbers don't lie.
I mean, he's. I used to get him mixed up all the time with Mooch.
Yeah, Mooch. The only thing about with Mooch will hit me with a DM every day. Hey, man, you good?
Look. I told this to Hebot, man. I'll put it out there, dude. Every time I listen to most of these guys, they're dude bros to me, man. They're dude bro gamers. Like what's his name, dude? Solid Rev. Like nothing personal against the guy. He has his own way of doing it, stuff like that. But like, I don't take dude bro gamers seriously. I don't have anything against them. But you ain't hardcore, dude. You was the dudes making fun of people like me when I was growing up. Now you can't make fun of me now because I ain't there. But
I like to say, dudes like them dudes. Like people sit there like, oh no, you're a content creator. No, I'm a content YouTube entertainer.
Yeah, that's the difference.
I'm totally different. I'm here to make you laugh, make you fun. I'm gonna talk about game. And because remember today, if you play video games, you was a nerd. I didn't even understand. My accountant came to at the job. Right, we got 2 accountants. I don't know what happened to the other one yet. I ain't saw her in a week. And she brand new. He was sitting there, was like, yeah, man, you play. He was asking me about Redfall. I said, you play video games? She said, yeah. I said, I thought you was gay.
What is that?
That's what I mean. She bust up laughing. I was like, no. No, that's what like I thought you was gay.
Oh my god.
He said, you got the Xbox, you got the new one. He was like, I'm trying to get one in the office. I said, we already got one in the office. It's in the huddle room. He said, what? He comes to work late on purpose. He comes to work around 12 o'clock. He don't leave until about like 7:45 because he lives in the where I live. I live in Inkwood. I work in Westwood. That's by UCLA. Right. It's UCLA. Behind it is Bel Air, and on the left side is Beverly Hills. So he sit there and he don't like to get in that traffic going. He got to go down the hill into the valley, into like Van Nuys and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll sit there. He's like, oh man. He said, we got Game Pass. I said, yeah, we got Game Pass. He's like, man. He said the other night I didn't go home till like 9 o'clock. That's why you came here at 11. He's like, yeah, man. I put out a couple of beers out the refrigerator. Yeah, I work for a law firm and we can't drink. Listen,
Is that good? Other Zinc. Hey, Other Zinc. What's up, dude?
yeah. The Zinc was in there arguing with the other folks. I saw the Zinc in there and the other box, and they're giving him smoke. But I was like, man, I thought he used to tell like, man, why they dog? I said Wordfall. So he played Wordfall. I told him like, man, put it on this to make it feel better. My boy told me to put it on this, and I did it. I did it yesterday at lunch. He took his lunch and was playing Redfall.
Yeah, dude, that's what I would be doing.
And so he was like, man, you got no checks? You got some bills? I said, yeah, I got 2 of them. I said, what time you leaving tonight? Like, I ain't gonna leave here till like 9. Shoot. I'm like, man, I might stay one of these days and kick it on a Wednesday when I ain't got to work on a Thursday or something and chill. Because, like I said, we got a good 70-inch in the huddle room, and that's a room. Like, say y'all come and meet me, and I had to go to work. I was working. Y'all came from out of town, and we're gonna go out. We have a room designated for you guys. I can go hang out, watch TV, cable, everything, couches and everything, and you can look over Westwood. So like, say, man, you came out here and I'm like, hey, I'm not at home, and you're like, I don't, and nobody wasn't here. I'm like, oh, it's kind of my job.
Yeah.
Get you up, man. I introduce you to everybody real quick, and then you go sit in the huddle room. Ain't nobody gonna bother. Close the door, and you have a ball.
Mm-hmm.
And it's soundproof.
Look what vodka Other Zinc got off horde mode.
Other Zinc was playing Redfall.
Oh, was he? Sing.
Yeah, he plays
Redfall.
Redfall. Yeah.
Hey, Sing, man.
Can
Can you send a link to Zinc? Is that possible? Because I don't have his information.
You gotta do it in the email. Oh, they gonna have to do it in their group chat.
Group chat?
Y'all group chat, y'all got. Y'all still got your little Instagram chat, right? Because that's why I couldn't get E-Rock the other day.
Oh, is it on Instagram?
He on Instagram.
Should be.
All right, guys. I'll go follow up and see. Zinc, I'll try and get you a link.
Yeah, it should be group chat. Yeah.
But yeah, man. But like I say, ain't no loyalty in gaming no more, man.
Oh, hell no.
I ain't loyal to them. Ain't loyal to none of these YouTubers. And finally, what's called a finally understanding. My man 108 finally understanding. You know what I'm saying? He finally understanding how people is in these gaming streets. But like I say, Flip told me, sometimes you can tell somebody, but they'll have to learn on their own.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why you don't come mess with these people? Because I don't know them people, and I don't care. Oh, he in the car. I said, I don't know them people. I said, I don't know them dudes like that. You might know them. You might vouch for them, but everybody don't get along with everybody.
Yeah, that's true.
I'd rather get along with the people I kick. I'd rather get along with Flip. If y'all hear the story, man, if me and Flip can, man, I told him, man, we just need to do a podcast and just leave it on like we on Xbox Live. Y'all be cracking me, man. Y'all be like, man, y'all is crazy. But that's like I say, you there to entertain. Nobody want to. I'm tired of this. That's why I'm listening to a bunch of podcasts because they boring. They say the same shit. I'm not going to say nothing. If I see Second Man talk about something, I'm not going to regurgitate off of it. I know some people's like, I want to hear your theory about it. But no, I'm not going to regurgitate off it because I agree with everything he said. Why can't let that man shine?
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah.
I'm not going to go piggyback. No, I'm going to go find something else. That's my thing. Like, find something. I got something I want to. I'm gonna put on there tonight. I'm gonna put on there tonight when I set it up in a minute. That nobody's not talking about. That I ain't heard something. Me and the fellas talked about it, but I actually forget about it, talking about it everything. But I'm gonna make sure I put it in the title first. But people, you know, and people, you gotta understand too. People steal shit from all of us. Use them in their podcasts.
Oh
They
yeah,
don't
I
know.
see that stuff
They
all the
shadow
time.
watch.
You know what I noticed when people like so for example, right? If it's a person and you watch them and it's something not normally in their vernacular, and then they start using it, you know they got it from somebody else.
I
It's
give
like,
credit. Like I don't make it. I don't make it a podcast no more. I say Xbox Pod. I got that from Sensei, so I give Sensei all the credit in the world. I don't mind getting credit. I can't. I don't make everything up. It might sound like I might can regurgitate it and make it funny.
no, it's like okay, so like one of the words you hear everybody use now, and I've never heard people use this word. I use it. I've used this word just because, like, you know, just the way I grew up, man. I'm a huge nerd, so within those circles, people use the word like lore, right? And for some reason, like that got popular on social media, and then like on YouTube, everybody uses it. Like they use that ad nauseum, like to the point where it's like not just redundant, dude. It's just asinine. Like hearing the word because the people that use it, they don't. You can tell they don't occupy that space and they don't know what it means. And 100, you know this, right? Because you hear it all the time now, right? And in terms like world building, right?
Man,
Like people like that are people that like read Lord of the Rings or you know ultra
man, you
goober
don't know.
nerds.
I'm like,
Oh,
come on.
look what Zing put. I have about 25 hours in Redfall, dude. Good job, bro. You really must have just yeah. He was
I
focused.
felt bad
It's a
last
good
night because
game.
I got too drunk because I couldn't play with him. You know what I'm saying? I was celebrating too much. You know what I'm saying? I felt like I was at WrestleMania last night, even though it was down the street from my house this year. I still don't like that shit.
I follow, dude. I'm too old school for the new stuff.
Oh no, man! You got to watch AEW bring back the old school.
I just man, but they lost all their people, didn't they?
Who? No, AEW got everybody.
Dude, what's your name? The only one, dude. I wanted to watch Japan Pro Wrestling, man. But it's hard to catch that stuff.
That is, it's on what do you call it? It's on that country music network.
TNT.
No, AEW's AV something. It's on that. They actually bumped them and TNA is on the same. They actually bumped TNA off. Put TNA behind New Japan.
Impact Wrestling.
Yeah, they put them back. They put Impact used to come on before them. Now Impact has become after them now.
Oh, okay.
But Impact is getting people. Impact got what you call it? What do you call it? When Sasha and old girl left, what's her name?
Yeah, that's why I don't watch because she's over there now. She's in Japan.
No, which call is over there? The black girl. She's over at TNA now.
Oh, Sasha
Yeah.
Banks.
The man that's married to the Samoan brother.
Oh, yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Trinity.
Yeah.
Yeah, she is.
What's up, brother?
What's up, Ebot?
Excuse me.
Oh, he about to make him. Come on, he about hear ye. See, I got everybody packed down.
Only you make me mad and I wanna fuck too. Only you. Fuck PlayStation. Cause they suck big fat dick like you do. Ponies too. Cause I'm walking on the green line right to my Xbox. Fuck all the Sony drones too. Nintendo too. What's up, guys? What's going on?
What's up, man?
You.
I got to sign you to a contract.
Yeah, exactly. But nah. Hey! Weapon! What's going on, brothers?
Man,
What's up, bro?
You know, they dragged me in here.
What's going on, man?
I still ain't got out the bed yet.
Nothing. I'm going through some hardship. My phone was stolen. The ponies were on alert.
Oh, what?
They were chasing me down until they got my phone.
Oh. Not,
You know, I got all the dirt on my phone, so they don't
not
want
on
me to
the
put that.
Xbox, not the Xbox phone.
Yeah, no, I had the Xbox phone, and then they stole my Samsung phone too. Oh my god.
Oh no. No.
Yeah, motherfucker. That shit was $1,700. That's not funny.
Yeah, man. That's some fucking crazy shit, bro.
Oh, dude, sorry, bro.
I went to Home Depot to try to, I try to resurface my room, my bed, because I broke it, because the police keep bothering me. And so they were like, wait, there he is, get that motherfucker's Eva. Get him. They took my shit. I got all his dirt on the phone, cuz. Get him. They forget about something called Google Save, though. I got everything on my Google.
You got to understand, and a lot of phones got self-destructs.
Yep.
I still got everything backed the fuck up, honey.
I will break that shit. No, I'll back up my phone backed up. Like, man, my picture's backed.
Yeah, hundreds.
I ain't gonna even lie. I didn't know it backed up some shit. I ain't even wanted to back up in my Google Cloud and shit. Like, hey, whoa, whoa. Hope nobody don't steal this password. Hell, damn. She was cute. But nah. When you get a new phone,
yes, sir. Yeah. They were mad because I be putting them videos. I go like every week to Best Buy, and I see that overstock, and they keep getting bigger and bigger. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Why this shit ain't selling, bro? I told the manager, "Hey, man, dude, what's going on?" He said, "Yo, man, they're not selling, bro. I don't know what it is. They got it on discount prices, giving you $60 back. They're gonna do a buyback, buy your home type deal. It still ain't selling." Listen, it is what it is. You can sell to the store. That doesn't mean the consumers got it in their hands.
Say that again.
Exactly.
Were we saying that last year?
I said, G, you can sell it to the store. That does not, and it still counts as a sale for Sony, but it does not mean it's in the consumer's hands. It is what it is.
No, I still think it's about 50 million motherfuckers is in a ban in Russia and shit. Putin got the motherfuckers held hostage and shit. Why they fighting with Ukraine? Ukraine want their PlayStations back.
You got fucking scalpers mad because they can't sell that shit back and the store won't take it back.
Oh, they won't?
They did a thing now. When you buy PS5, you can't return it after with certain things.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They be dropping the price trying to get rid of their stuff.
It was the most scalp. It was the most scalp fucking console, my dude.
Yep.
Oh shit.
That was the most scalp console, huh?
That shit is wood.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit.
They dry over there. They just paid $70 for. What was it? I forgot what came out. Then what's the last game came out on PlayStation? God damn, it's been a while.
Spider-Man?
Horizon went west.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. The DLC Horizon. The Horizon. She went south.
With the lesbians.
With the lesbo. I got you.
I ain't got no problem with the people with the lesbians. Don't come attack me.
Listen.
I like y'all. I like lesbian too. I'm a lesbian too. I like women. Damn it. Shit. Join together.
Dude, you crazy.
Oh shit.
Nah, go ahead, guys. I'm gonna mute real quick. I'm gonna try to look for this group real fast. Eva, man, go ahead, bro. I saw you on Twitter earlier.
Yeah. I'll be on there. I leave a little thing, and then I leave, and then I have like 1,000 people keep on tweeting me.
I told you, famous. No, I'm not doing that.
How fucking dare you say Sony doesn't sell? You're bad.
Mm-hmm.
They're not making no Xboxes. That's why they don't ship them out and they don't order them. No, G. They said they have shortages, which means they can't keep up with the demand because their investors said they're very happy with the console sales. Y'all keep thinking Phil said that they lost the worst generation they could have lost because of console sales. No. Phil said that because it was the generation that got the biggest in digital sales. So if your library was established, obviously it's going to be a lot harder to get you to come somewhere else after you got 150 games or 200 games on another console.
Mm-hmm.
Learn how to read the messaging, brothers. A lot of stupid motherfuckers out in these streets. A lot of dummies. I like what our boy Shinyu Ali said, Hunnit. He goes, a lot of Xbox YouTubers out here celebrating because they think that they appreciate them being Xbox channels calling it out, and they don't realize they're celebrating for other reasons. That's a fact.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fact because they're being ponies. That's why they're being celebrated.
Mm-hmm.
You said that in the tweet. That was funny. Dude.
No, genuinely put that up. So that's a fucking fact.
Yeah, I saw him. Yeah, that was funny, dude. That's the thing about it too, man. There's like so many people that are knowledgeable in the community, but they're not always talking all the time.
No, sometimes it get tiring. Like I said, I was just bored at work. I was just putting I just felt like, you know what, shit, I'm gonna make a preemptive strike. You know what I'm saying? Usually they come fuck with me. I'm finna go fuck with them. Let's go. And I went to I picked with one. They all came out. Well, you say you don't play Twitter, you don't play games. Why you ain't playing no motherfucker? I'm at the office, and I feel like being asked.
Dude, they was giving you crap for Redfall. And you was like, dude, I'm watching. I was cracking up too. It's like, what?
The most hated game in America is being the most played right now.
Yeah.
Why y'all this mediocre? And I said, take your pony bot ass down and shut the fuck up, man. You fucking with the wrong one, man. Y'all got the right one today, because I'm just trying to make this day go by so I can sit my ass home for the next 4 days. Because I ain't got time for y'all. I ain't gave y'all no smoke in a minute. And I'm bored and I'm tired of seeing that on my timeline. And I see Pony Bots over there agreeing with him and shit. And this is just sit your ass down. You don't play. Let me go check your police record.
I don't play shit.
How many hours you didn't got in game? Well, what dude told me? Oh yeah, Halo dead. I said Halo dead, huh? This is why I say every time I'm gonna show this video time. And I said, this is my own game. I'm gonna show this gameplay every time y'all say Halo's dead.
Look at the lobby, and you see if it's dead.
Sometimes you can't even get in the Halo game.
That's what I'm saying. Just look at the lobby.
I wanted to play Team Sled the other night. It actually took me about 2 or 3 minutes to get my Team Sled, even in the new mode. It took me about one time. It took me about because everybody's playing. People don't understand the Halo community. They don't play console war. They play the game.
The Halo community don't even be on social.
They
the real Halo community,
man. They don't have if Halo's dead, why? What PlayStation game has tournaments? Xbox is having a tournament this weekend.
They're too busy playing Forge and shit or building shit.
Yeah,
that's what the motherfuckers always do.
Like y'all don't understand. Halo is a big commodity. Now I do agree with one of the homies said. He was like, "Man, I want to hear something about Gears." I said, "I do too, man. It's too long. I do need to hear something about Gears." Gears.
Starting to miss it, right? Starting to miss it.
Yeah, you started to miss it. Guess how long we ain't have a Gears?
Yes, been a minute.
It's been a while since we ain't had no Gears.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Yeah, it's been a while.
We had the DLC, but they teased us when they used that Unreal Engine shit and it made it look better than regular game. I'm like, damn.
Oh yeah, the Hive, yeah.
The Hive. I'm like, damn, gee, y'all can do this. I want this game.
Hey, Sega Man, look what Vodka wrote. Me and Sega Man 101 Best Buy said they can't keep.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, it's because I'm buying all the controllers, man.
Y'all got nothing but controllers. PlayStation tried to play the shit. Y'all don't buy them. Xbox people buy them motherfuckers.
What's up, Invader Gaming?
Invader, what's up with you, Invader?
I haven't seen Invader in a long time.
Probably playing games.
You'll see him on Twitter. I mean,
you still got his podcast?
Huh?
You still got his podcast?
I can't confirm or deny it.
Invader?
Man.
Yeah, let us know, Invader. Jay, I know Best Buy is tired of me. I stay going in there buying Xbox games and controllers. I just buy them straight from Microsoft store.
That's what I say. And you get Microsoft points. That's why I say I don't go to the store no more. If you go buy off the Xbox or buy off the Xbox store, you get Microsoft points for that.
Yeah.
I bought the Redfall one, man, but I haven't gotten it yet. Usually they're faster than that. But after I saw Unlimited, I'm like, man, Unlimited bought all the controllers.
You see that shit? He got all
Man,
the damn
unlimited,
control.
man.
Wow, dude.
Unlimited must have sell. I'm gonna tell the laws on unlimited. He must be selling cocaine and dope or something. So you got to put me in that game because he got all the control.
Yeah,
Man. I'm like, you got 5 controls at one time. What you doing, G?
I ain't gonna lie. That first day, I didn't watch his video. I was like, nah, I ain't watching that video. I was all salty, dude, because I'm waiting for mine, dude. Mine usually comes within 2-3 days, but not this one.
The thing about it is, if I buy it off Xbox, I ain't gonna lie, I pay for the extra to get it. And usually when I pay for the spin, I get it the next day.
Oh, maybe I didn't do that. I can't remember.
I'll pay the extra. If it's like $7.99, I'll pay for the $7.99 for the extra. Because they're gonna send it. We do it at the law office. It's called I think it's GSO. They'll send it that way, especially if you're on the West Coast.
Maybe that's what I messed up.
And they'll send it because I actually had bought an Xbox. I bought an Xbox at 9:00 at night.
Mm-hmm.
The Xbox was at my door at 12:00 that afternoon.
Yeah, dude, I got my last one. I bought that black and white one, the Series 2. That came within like 2 days. And I got my points. So I was like, oh,
Now they told me about the Xbox. What do you call it? I bought the little Xbox Warm. The little thing. It's a little comment that you can put the little thing over your controller. Now they told me I had to wait till February for that shit. I was like, gee, I forgot I bought it.
oh, we lost you. All right. Pony's telling Cog and Maddie Plays they have the best Xbox podcast. Laughing my ass off. Shit to tell you something. Exactly, G.
Maddie don't play no games.
That dude is always making videos.
But see, they got it constantly. That's their life. That's their job. See, they gave up. Think about it. This is a difference from a YouTuber that has a job.
Hello?
Doing it. And a YouTuber that even you don't
Bro,
have to
those controllers,
every day.
those controllers are the first game theme controllers that you could actually even tweak them up on Design Lab and put your name on them.
Yeah, that's
a game changer, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
From this point forward, they need to do that with any controller that's fucking custom. If they make one for Starfield, one for fucking Hellblade, you can want to put your name on it. You want that shit. This is gonna make more money. It's a wrap.
You see all those kind of limited guys?
Yeah. I got a lot too. Don't get me wrong. I just bought my wife the fucking nail polish controller. I told you.
Oh,
It's like a metallic peach or like orange. I'm gonna do a video on it, but I'm gonna do a little troll video.
Yeah, do a video on it. I feel bad because I want it, but I want to act because I do. So I try to convince my daughter to get it, but she wants the other one. My daughter's a little dumb getting into that. She's like, when she wears nail polish, she's like black and stuff.
You get people talking? So they had the all pink one too. That's nice. My daughter wanted that one.
Oh,
I got it for her.
Look at Jay. Can't stream that play. He's still the Xbox and his video tells me. Yeah, that dude is not in the Xbox.
Oh, man, he played?
Yeah, but he
fucking, he looked like fucking an anorexic, Chuck Norris anorexic son. Can't stand that motherfucker.
I think
with his little puberty mustache and shit, look like he barely getting out of high school. Dumb motherfucker. I bet you he's like, oh my God, this Zelda's amazing, right? Guarantee you.
I get past people in here. I said, I said, I ain't like Zelda.
That's a fact. You said that. You said that when you sent me this shit, when the Switch. You're like, yo, I got that Zelda shit. You said that shit.
I beat the motherfucker, but I said, I'm beating it. But I said, that shit. I gave you that, and I gave you that and Xenoblade. And I paid fucking full price for Xenoblade.
Mm-hmm.
He bought it. I think your body.
Huh?
I think your body.
Am I?
Yeah. Or the echo. Hello? Facts,
I love
I bought a Design Lab controller, but I'm scared to even touch it. It's still in the box. Dude, I have two lab controllers that I created. They're both Steeler ones. I haven't used them. I'm not going to use them for playing games. I just display them.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, dude. I just keep them. I'll display them every once in a while. I just wish we could get the base. Like I could get like a gold base. I don't know why Microsoft hasn't expanded that. Their what is that? Their hard because they design them there, right?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, they do it in Seattle.
Yeah, they should expand that. Once they get AKB as well, they should do that.
I forgot who told me why it's so long who told me because it's so much. It's people want maybe a different. It's not. It's easy to make one color. How they make like it's easy to make one for like red ball. But when people want a special design and they want a special blend, that's a different dye. It takes time.
Yeah.
Man, I did a bunch of them.
They want you to dip the you know the knobs and everything. The knob and all this other things like that. Takes time.
Yeah, if that's one thing I would pay for money at, I would.
And then afterwards, they got to figure out the controller work. They put their controller, they put every controller to work. Make sure it works.
No ponies be mad because they can't really buy controllers because it's never guaranteed that they could use it for the next console. Facts. Can't use the PS4 controller on PS5. Tell me you can't.
No,
Go ahead. Let me see the first liar in the comment section say that.
That's true.
You can't. You just can't. Guess what? Every controller we buy is we can use on any console moving forward. Yeah, man. That's why we can buy them and invest in them. We don't have to worry about, damn, I'm wasting my money. I got to start all over.
That's all I do is buy controllers. Must be buying games. Must be playing.
We definitely want to worry about that. Like Nintendo don't let you say shit. Everything starts from scratch every time, new generation. So as much as everybody hated the Wii, that's the best one they did because that's the only one that everything was forward compatible. The Wii U. I don't care.
What's up, E? Yeah, but man, it's like I said, these game streets is crazy, man.
Hell yeah, man.
I took the gloves. I said I gotta be back to being me again. Fuck, I don't give a fuck no more. I was trying to tone it down and all this other shit. No, fuck this shit. I don't care about you. You don't care about me. I don't care about you.
Well, I mean, they come into our spaces. That's the thing that gets me about this. If they just
I went into the spaces yesterday. I was bored at work after I was doing my damage. I went into a Ponybot spaces. They wouldn't even let me in.
Oh, really?
They like, oh shit, to go hundo.
So you was looking for blood. All right.
Yeah, I was looking. I wasn't. No, but my thing is, they was bitch over pop. They was talking about pop. We got the pops, and what pops talking about. I'm like, man, what the fuck this shit got to do? Fuck a pop. I wanted to talk shit to him because one of the dudes. He want me, he a pony, but he a pony. And he was like, no, I'm not even finna get into you with you, honey. I'm like, shit, I'm at work, so I can't say too much to you. I gotta talk politically correct. Not, I'm going to one of these soundproof offices and cuss your ass out.
Dude, I can type 220 words a minute, so it's fast. If I got a keyboard, it's easy. I just
shoot. So you type, see, I can't type. No, I'm on my phone. So if I'm in front of, thing about it is, where my desk is, when attorneys come in my office, they can actually look over my shoulder and can kind of see. I got 3 screens. They can kind of see.
That's understandable, dude. That's work.
So I'm like, I got it sometime because I do have a bunch of horny dudes that I found in Xbox dudes. There's some horny dudes. They be showing a bunch of naked chicks.
What, Xbox guys?
Yeah, they be showing a bunch of naked chicks. You know, they go show they only fans chick. Like, man, you know, I ain't mad at them. They young boys. I ain't mad at you. I can't tell you what to do with your own Twitter. You know what I'm saying, but
Dude, I was following this one lady. I didn't even know she was a porn star.
Hmm.
oh shit.
Yeah, so there's some stuff she would talk about. Oh, that's pretty cool. And then she was doing she was talking about PC builds, and she was she was a nerd or came off as a nerd, but she was really pretty. And I thought, oh, I mean, there's girls like that, right? And then all of a sudden, dude, I just started getting like a bunch of. She started posting her other stuff, like the stuff that she does, and I'm like, holy crap! I had no idea. Dude, I had to unfollow her, man, because I'm like, dude, my kids are like, because I was hanging out with like, yeah, I opened my phone, dude, and it's like, boom, like she was showing like full on pornography.
Damn.
On
I
her
got a
Twitter.
bunch of friends that will show stuff, and
Yeah.
I didn't know because I follow like a bunch of uh urban YouTubers like out here that they're starting up. They trying to make like movies and stuff
Oh,
like that. They do like you know
like guerrilla films and all that stuff.
yeah they do stuff like that, and I didn't know one of them until I saw it. My boy went and he was like, "Guess where I'm at?" And I'm like, "Where you?" He said, "Man, you in Vegas?" I said, "Nah, I ain't in Vegas. You want to come?" He said, "So your cousin said you finna come to Vegas? Go to Vegas." I said, "I can't do it this weekend." He's like, "Well," I said, "I gotta go to work on Monday. I don't like to go to Vegas. I gotta go to work the next day. I like to at least have me a day off. I can at least BS."
Mm.
And that's what me and cousin, like I said, he's like, "Man, you got the house in Vegas." I'm like, "Yeah, I could come out there, but I don't feel like going out there. I don't even want to be at the house because when I get out the house, everybody want to come to the house."
Right.
So I'm like, "What is?" I see. He said, "Oh man, I forgot it was around CS time. I forgot when CS time is. It's the same thing as the porn convention." He said, "Your homegirl know you." I said, "What you mean?" He said, "It's a girl that you follow and you see her on your boys CT and them's channel all the time. She does regular stuff. Never thought she was even into that. She had bucket naked." I said, "What?" And he put her on the phone. And when she said my little name, I said, "Oh Lord Jesus Christ." Oh damn. No, I said, "Man, what?" I said, "Damn, I didn't even know you was into that." She said, "Yeah, but you know, they got some people live different lives. They like
Yeah.
007s."
Yeah.
I was not finna unfriend her. I was trying to be more friends with her. I was
Yeah, what the
like, "You got a
cosplay?
girl." I said, "You got a man with that? I don't mind being a side man." I said, "You getting freaky like that?" You know what I'm saying? I need to get them goodies. You know, I saw the goodies. When I see the goodies up, I'm like, man, you got to share nothing but a net on. But you don't know. They in the gaming too.
Yeah, I mean everybody games nowadays.
Mm-mm. Like I might try to go to Evo, and they was talking about maybe because they didn't do the porn convention. They was like, because usually porn convention on the other side of the convention. Evo only takes so much, but it's crazy how Evo been trying to get me to come to Evo for the last 6 months, and you know that Sony on now,
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
but they've been hard for me to come, and they even offered me a booth where I can actually podcast at, and they gave me a price, and it was a decent price. But I'm thinking about it because I'm not take the fanboy. I'm fighting game fan. So I asked a couple of guys, "Y'all gonna go? Y'all gonna go? Oh, we can stay at the house." Like, no, ain't no house. I'm getting me an Airbnb right next door to the bad boy. No house.
Mm-hmm.
No, I ain't mess up. I can't have my cousin talking about you messing. Nah, I don't know y'all like that. I don't know y'all like that. So I'm like, man, I'm with the, like I said, I want to go to, like I say, that's gamers. I mean, I like to fight. I want to see the best of the best. It's a fighting game. I'm taking a fanboy out because Sony on it.
Yeah, I guess the only thing that irks me about Sony is that they get to do these kind of things, just like with Crunchyroll. So I didn't know. I know that they purchased Crunchyroll. I didn't know that they bought like basically all the other anime.
They got animation. I think they got animation too.
Yeah, they got like several. And then I was like, dude, like, who's not watching this crap, right? Because I watch Demon Slayer, but I have a subscription to Crunchyroll.
Okay.
So I was trying to like I know the new season came out, but I couldn't find it. And then I saw it on Netflix, man. They have the whole third season on Netflix, and I'm like, that's a play for money right there, dude. Because Netflix will buy out the rights, and that's why sometimes like some people have Crunchyroll and try and go back, like they find out an anime that's popular, and but it's been out for a couple years, then they go to Crunchyroll to watch it, and like one season's missing, and you see that happening too with some of the other streaming services content, right? Because they created these streaming services, but then they're still selling their content out, and then people are kind of getting mad about that too. 100 going to go missing, like Han Solo, like Han
I
Solo.
ain't going no missing. I'm up. I've been asleep all day. All day long.
Vodka, you funny.
And I just got blame. I was waiting on Livewire to give me the title, the screenshot. Damn. See, that's the producer. Vodka's the producer of Xbox Day One podcast. I was damn. I said it right for the first time. I mixed it up. I'm still thinking Xbox has no games.
It's early, that's
I
why.
still say that shit.
What up, Cloud Gamer? Welcome to the podcast. So what, dude? Are you guys confident it's gonna EU's gonna pass it on Monday? AKB.
What is?
The AKB. Are you confident it's gonna pass?
Thing about it is Microsoft. It's going. Thing about it is they. I don't. Them things. Microsoft can straight up buy it, regardless. Thing about it is, remember back in the day we had to import games. They're gonna have to import games.
Yeah. That's what I said. Like
I think it'll pass, man. I think it'll pass, man.
Well, the EU is not like the other ass. So they already got caught already with the FTC, old girl from the FTC, and they already got caught.
Oh yeah, dude, that chick.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, raggedy bitch. Yeah, I called her a bitch. So what?
That's her promotion card for later on when she tries to move up, and she can whip that out and say, "Yo, this is what I did." That's all that is.
Oh, raggedy bitch. I don't care about her ass. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the EU and the EU and UK tend to like go opposite of each other. So,
but they broke up. People don't understand. Like, which color's not under the EU no more?
Yeah, UK.
Like Scotland and them, they're not under the EU.
Yep. That's why they got this. It's kind of like with China and Japan. Okay, no, China and Japan's a bad example. More like Korea and Japan.
Yeah.
They kind of work together, but they have these little scuffles every now and then, which is interesting. Great. So that's what I'm seeing with the UK and EU right now. But then the Prime Minister, like I was saying earlier, the Prime Minister came on and said we're gonna have to look at this, and not the AKB deal in specifically, but just the way they do business. So,
what do you think?
Second man, what do you think is gonna happen?
Come Monday?
Yeah. What do you think? How's everybody gonna react, dude?
That's man.
Like I said, it's entertainment. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, brother. What do you think?
If I believe it's gonna pass, man. I think they're just gonna lose. They're gonna lose their minds, bro. They're gonna lose their minds, man. They're gonna be damage control on everything. They're gonna be saying all kind of shit. You'll see. Watch, man. It's gonna be mad crazy. Everybody's gonna make a podcast about it too. You'll see. Everybody and their mom's gonna make a fucking podcast Monday. Watch.
Dude, we should make a podcast. We should do. We should all make podcasts.
They'll be jumping right on that real quick. You know what I mean? No matter how it goes, they're gonna make a podcast so damn quick, bro.
Well, this doesn't mean anything. This doesn't mean anything.
It's the inevitable, man. This is big business, man. Microsoft is big business, man. You can't stop Microsoft, man.
I agree, dude. Just like
Sony can't stop Microsoft, man.
They're too big, dude.
Sony's they're at their wits' end, bro. They're really in trouble, man. They're at their wits' end, bro. They're in trouble, and they know they're in trouble, man. This just made things a lot worse. Like that one dude that came out and said, man, you guys have all these consoles out here, but you ain't buying your games.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're not buying their games, but they don't have no answer to that, right? They don't never say anything. It's quiet as a church mouse. You could hear a church mouse pissing on some cotton. It's quiet out there, man. You don't hear them saying nothing, bro. When they come out and get called out, they don't say anything. It gets quiet. But as soon as Microsoft does something, they're right out there on the gaming streets, right out there, front and center.
Ready to pounce.
Yeah. But brother, Sega Forever. I mean, what do you think? You think? I mean, I think it's gonna happen, bro. I think it's gonna happen. What do you think, man? You think it's a go or what?
Yeah, I agree with 100. I even said that on Twitter too. Like, I basically made a joke about it. I'm like, oh, I guess we're gonna have to start bringing modding. You remember you had to mod your console back in the day.
Yeah.
The games. I was like, yeah, we're gonna. Well, so I wrote it on Twitter. So I guess we're gonna start modding our consoles again, right? Because it could break out to something like that where, like we see what's happening with Xbox, how we're not getting stuff because where Sony's telling the Japanese developers, in general, right? And that's if that's what they want to do, fine. I don't really care. Like even with the EU UK stuff, because to me, I'm just like 100. They just Microsoft just go ahead and buy it.
Just keep our minds around the idea.
Yeah.
Go ahead and buy it. I mean, they can't really stop you from buying it. Their authority, like you hear all these people talking about what kind of authority they have. You can just ignore them. Just ignore them. Like you have ramifications from that. But like that was cool about Michael Pachter when I watched that interview when he was talking about it. It's just like, but I mean, for me personally, yeah, I expect.
I don't trust that clown.
I just trust his opinion as a person that when he looks at the analytics of stuff and in the industry, yeah, a lot of times he is wrong, but that's not his point to be right or wrong. He's just showing it's just like any analyst. That's the problem, like with some analysts now, right? They give their information like it's gospel, and technically an analyst is just supposed to break that stuff down for you, present it to you, and then ultimately you make that decision. That's how it's supposed to work, right? But some of these guys are celebrities and they got clout and all this kind of stuff. So people ask their opinions and they give it, but that doesn't necessarily mean that's what's going to happen.
That's true.
But for me personally, I wouldn't let anything stop Microsoft from buying this because, I know what Phil said and I agree with what he said, but at the same time, he also said that this will speed up their plans.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, this is. They know that a lot of people don't play third-party first or AAA titles. They don't. There's people that play them. There's fans of them. There's people that will buy that or buy specifically for that console. But you can't run an industry that way. You just can't. You can't have a person buy a console and only play 3 games and expects this industry to start to keep on moving forward. I don't know where this came from with this AAA crap. I know where it came. It came from the console war, and then the media picked up on it, and that's the problem. That's why you have this narrative about where's Microsoft AAA games. I'm like, dude, if AAA games sold the way you say it does, Microsoft would have this already.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm telling you, if God of War was that big, just like a major motion picture, dude, that's why you're gonna have Fast and the Furious 20. What are we on now?
Man, I'm so proud of that shit.
But still, it makes money and it makes a lot of money.
Yeah, but my thing is, I ain't mad at, but they didn't drain the vein out of that damn thing, boy.
But that's what I mean. No matter what. Look, they started off with like Rock and look at some of the people you see. Now they got Jason Momoa, like he's the new kind of.
Yeah, and it's kind of you kind of looking at Jason Momoa. It's kind of hurt you because you're looking at Jason Momoa because you're looking at him a superhero now you're a villain and shit. You know what I'm saying?
But that's what it is, dude.
And people got to watch this show on. I don't know. People don't. I do. I got if you got T-Mobile, you get a year. You get a. You can get Apple Plus for free.
Apple Plus, yeah, I have that.
The show C
Mm-hmm.
when Jason Momoa is crazy.
Yeah, dude. Like he has a show on Netflix where he plays this Native American half-breed guy, and I forgot the name.
Yeah, but C that's good. But the C one I'm telling you, talking about C, you don't like Bloods and Guts. That's Bloods and Guts. That's thing about it is I'm gonna put this way. I'll tell you this: they're blind. Something happened. It's like post-apocalyptic.
Oh yeah. I saw the first season.
And I'm like that. It's like Games of Thrones times 65. Even though I ain't never watched that shit.
Well, Game of Thrones, it was alright. At the same time, 8 seasons. But
I ain't
Cloud
never
Gamer,
watched.
it's a different ball game since the British government. Yeah, I saw that. Because, dude, this goes beyond the gaming stuff, dude. This is business now, right? Because when Mike, that's why people were like, Brad Smith just throwing the weight around. No, dude, he's being 100% honest, dude. Number one, I'm glad he went out there. Brad Smith, the president of Microsoft, so he went out there and he basically told them, look, dude, this is bad business. We don't feel welcome here, and that's his right to do that, man, because they spend a lot of money in the UK. Now, if the UK wants to go it alone, that's their position. I'm not sitting here telling them what they should or should not do, especially if it involves their own government, their own people, their
If
own
they
country.
people start complaining, trust me.
Yeah, but people aren't as engaged in it now. But by Brad Smith saying something like he did, and then you
When
have
they
the
realize they ain't getting that game unless you got to import it for an
dude,
extra $75.
Microsoft is so ingrained in stuff. Whether and look, dude, I'm not saying it's good or bad, right? There's positive and negatives to all this stuff, right? And I keep on bringing up the Russia thing, like how they just cut their stuff to people, right? I mean, that's bad Microsoft. You don't want that Microsoft. This is why I look at these ponies and I'm like, dude, you guys keep on pushing, man. You're gonna get that Microsoft that's gonna come in like, okay, well, win or lose, we can't. No matter what we do, you won't be happy. So this is what we're gonna do, and you don't want that Microsoft. Dude.
But they already doing that now.
They
They
are.
don't really don't. They really don't care.
There's still being
It's the cloud and it's the advantage of the cloud.
but they're still being nice about it, dude. They're still being nice about it.
Well, that's Phil. That's how Phil plays the game. See, Phil
Yeah.
is not like a bomber. See, bomber. That's why they
Yeah.
paid bomber to leave. They paid old boy to leave because they was too vocal. See, thing about it is, Phil is like a diplomat. He's like an ambassador. You know, he gonna play the game, even though he in his mind he might say "fuck you." He's gonna sit there and listen to you, and then he's gonna hit you with the sense.
Well, I tell you, who's losing patience. That's Satya. Okay, that
But
dude.
we don't know Sati. Sati. Thing about it is Sati. We don't know what Sati is thinking.
I'll
Because
tell you.
Sati don't.
I'll tell you what Satya is thinking, dude. When he went out there as the face of Microsoft, right? So he is Microsoft. So he basically told them, if you want us to compete, let us compete with that little smirk on his face, right? And that's the smirk of a person who's like, look, dude, we're gonna do what we want to do, right? Because it helps our bottom line. Because he's the business side of it, right? And if it wasn't for him, Microsoft had basically course corrected, and that's gonna mess with their plans. And that's what I'm talking about with a lot of these guys, dude. It's just like Microsoft supports Xbox now, not because they like Xbox or they like Phil, which they might. They might have a personal relationship, but now they're taking looking at Microsoft and Xbox and taking it into the fold. Because I've watched a lot of the stuff that's because I'm kind of fascinated by Satya, dude. So I've been watching a lot of his stuff when he does the conferences and then all the little clips he makes and stuff like that. But every time they have something at Microsoft, he talks about everything, and that's to include Xbox. That's how I knew they were on board with them because when they did the score, when Series X was still the Scorpio, he referenced that at one of the what's that one in Vegas?
What a
Is it?
CES.
Yeah, one of those, or no, I think it was actually one of their tech group things, right? And they were talking. That's when they did the phone that Peabot has, that when they were showing off all that new stuff, the Surface stuff, and then he was talking about the chipset and the relationship they have with the company, and he referenced the Scorpio. Right. And that's why I meant when he did that, I'm like, yeah, dude, they're rolling this into.
Well, they got they partnership with AMD.
Yes, yeah, with
So
AMD, yeah.
for one is they couldn't talk about the whole thing about the Xboxes series because AMD said before can we announce it? We're behind the global fuck you happened and shit, and can we announce it? So Microsoft, you put the console out. They couldn't tell you what was what AMD had in there.
Well, that's what
You
I'm
couldn't
talking
say
about.
they couldn't say they had R&D and A.
No,
Yeah,
so
they couldn't say that
Microsoft,
because they partnership and they asked them.
yeah, but then Microsoft, that's what I'm talking about. Though Microsoft has all
They
these
actually
relationships going, but all this stuff's going on behind the scenes, right? And so this is the relationships and stuff they build. Now that's starting to mess with that, right? Because they've done that. They've extended it. There's more than just Phil Spencer putting third-party games out there to people, right? They're actually building relationships off of this stuff. And now because of the CMA and all these things going on in the gaming media and stuff like that, that's starting to bleed into their bigger picture. That's why this is bad. Dude, I wouldn't look. I don't want to say. Okay, I won't say.
I won't put it this way. That was because he into that shit. Man.
What happened?
Huh?
What did he say? Oh, 100, are you there? You broke up.
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, go ahead. Say
I
it again.
said they don't. The average consumer don't know what a CMA is.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, um, they don't know what a CMA is. They don't know what the FTC. They don't know. They just want to know about video games. Think about it. We're
Yeah.
hardcore. You know, we in the 1% of gamers. The average people
Damn.
don't. Yeah, the app is 99% casual. That's why the Switch sale. People buy a Switch because it's just like buying. They buying Prowler. They go buy a certain. They don't wear it every day. They just heard it's cool to get it. My stepdaughter got all the systems, and I'm like, "What you need all the systems to? You don't play nothing but damn Fortnite."
Yeah, that's true.
Fortnite, and you got a job now. I ain't paying for no Xbox Live. No, you got to get your own game pass. You know what I'm saying,
Ah,
but
but
the average person don't. They don't know what's going on in the average person don't know what's going on. They don't even know that Microsoft is even buying Activision.
no, yeah, I'm not saying that that's the thing. But my thing is like, and I don't follow people in this stuff, right? It's when they hit like
Mhm.
oh, I don't know. It's like, okay, well, when it hits the when this stuff hits the other, like I don't necessarily like example, right? When Phil Spencer's announces the AKB deal, he didn't go to Ryan McCaffrey. He didn't talk to the gaming media. The first people he was talking was MSNBC, Fox Business, CNBC, and mostly on the business side. Like that's what moves the markers, right? That's how big that deal was. Now all the gaming guys was talking about it, and eventually Phil would talk to people, right? But then initially he had to go deal with that because that's on that level, right? Just like a lot of people woke up today with that story. The first person I saw, I forgot what his name is. I wish I knew his name is because he did a video which I watched. Um, but he's kind of an Xbox dude. But he broke it down when because he's the first person I saw that talked about the UK Prime Minister announcing what he announced, and then that kind of thing hits, and then it kind of sends shockwave on the gaming part, on the gaming side. But if you keep up with politics, right? Like if you know what's going on with Brexit and stuff like that, and then the relationship we have with them as a country, the UK and US, and the relationship that the UK has with Europe, right? The EU, right? So this kind of stuff you kind of know about. So I'm not saying the average person who just wants to play their game probably don't know about that kind of stuff. Right? But again, this is why to me it was important for Brad Smith to say what he said because it's going to set that tone, right?
Well,
Again,
see,
not
Brad Smith is Phil. That's he's Phil is not ex. Phil runs everything. He runs everything in the gaming space now.
yes,
Only person he answers to is Sati.
yes,
Um, which call is him now? Matt is him now.
yeah. Matt took that position, right?
Matt B. I'm calling Matt B. I ain't gonna say his real name. Matt B is him now. Then you got Sarah Bond. Sarah Bond is actually doing. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I love my man Aaron, but Sarah Bond be posting. Man, she be using the good shit.
Well, a lot of us feel right. We all know that Shara Bond is probably the successor. Right?
No, yeah, but actually she's not. I think she about if I go on command wise, because people understand Microsoft already had it set up. People don't understand when Microsoft bought Activision.
Mhm.
5 days later, they show when they bought Activision, they show the hierarchy. Who's in charge of this? Who in charge of that? Boom, 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 boom. So, like I say, me and Aaron Greenberg, my dude, man, we get fucked
Hey,
up
Radiance, what's up?
all the time.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead, Andrew.
I say Aaron Greenberg, that's my man. But Aaron Post, but Sarah actually, I don't know, because she a good looking woman, black woman. But she be sitting there. She actually a post. Oh, I'm going out with my family. We going on what you call it, and I don't actually. That's some. I ain't saw no ponies attack her
They can attack her.
because she don't go out.
She's like,
I'm waiting for one.
she's basically like the one thing I love about her. She has a good personality. She's strong, but she's a gamer as well. You can tell. Like she talks about stories about with her dad and stuff like that, which is really cool. She has bona fides, man. She's not just a person in a suit that's talking about the industry. She lives it, which is important.
But see, my thing is, there are gamers other than Sony. They ain't nothing but executives.
Yes, yeah.
Jim Ryan don't play no fucking video games. Jim Ryan don't give two fucks.
That's the Sony
Where
way.
the fuck is Mark Cerny at? They got that motherfucker been in the basement so much long. He gonna be 155 years old. Trying to produce a new PlayStation 5. It's still gonna be a lie.
Just like Radiant said, dude. Strangely, Sony has been shutting down studios left and right. Exactly, Radiant, and nobody's talking about it. It's there. Everybody can see it.
They're not gonna talk about. See,
Yeah.
you talk about Sony. See, you know what? I'm gonna have to preach today. I was I had them play the horn right now. Let me tell you this. You know why they don't want to mess with Sony? Because Sony's giving them free stuff. IGN, their whole office is full of Sony TVs.
Mm-hmm.
They got PlayStations graded in their names. Why would you gonna bite the hand that's feeding you? Because it was before I was told personally that IGN was on the verge of going down. If you think about it, what gets the most hits on the internet when you talk about Xbox? You'll get hit. You say anything negative about Xbox or Microsoft, you get the view, you go get it. Because why? The narrative is Xbox is the motherfucking Palpatine. We must be evil. But the thing about it, we ain't evil. We're really the light. Y'all with the dark. You know, we don't got executives out there trying to mess with little boys. You see, that shit got swept under real quick.
Yeah, that got swept really quick. Like it didn't even happen. That's like,
man, they don't. No. I'm not gonna make y'all motherfuckers forget. No.
Yeah,
he was trying to get into. He thought he had a PlayStation shirt and everything. He was gonna give him a PlayStation. He's gonna PlayStation him, right?
Dude,
he tried to get a little boy. They don't want to talk about that though. That's what but if Phil say something, they want to regurgitate what the fuck he said and made him change the narrative and all that other shit.
You know what it's like? Remember that movie back in the day with Sean Connery and Wesley Snipes? Rising Sun?
Yeah, Rising Sun.
Yeah, they'd be like, just swoop that thing. That thing just disappeared. That was on the news too, man.
That didn't happen.
So, yeah, changes regions is all. Yeah, vodka. Yeah. Yeah, dude, I would love to. I miss those days. I miss modding. Michael
He's talking shit. I ain't gonna lie. People don't understand. It was like, I had a PlayStation. It was modded though. I said the SA homeboy. Shout out to the G13s. The Westside G13 hooked me up. Said, hey, my brother gonna mod it, Holmes. I said, what do you want for it? $50. I said, oh shit. There you go. And then the thing about it was, I said, if I need a new game, charge me $5 for it. Until we got cool, I ain't have to pay for nothing. He get it. Hey, you want that Gran Turismo, Holmes? I'm like, yeah, here you go, Holmes. My God.
How do you think they sold all those millions of They sold all those millions of consoles, right? People modded it. Because everybody and their dad was burning games, right? And so that's why all these places closed. Dude. People don't realize the amount of during that PS2 era, the amount of studios that shut down, dude. I'm talking hundreds, and a lot of them weren't big, but there was a lot of known ones that crumpled too, right? Because you might have that base. Again, this is why I can't stand PlayStation. Like they brag about their base numbers, dude, but you guys don't support the software, which is the most important. That's why I can't stand. Look at Vodka put. AAA only became important once the Xbox One X hit. Yep. Yeah, because they launched with good games, and that became the narrative. So even if they make a first-party title that's a AAA standard, right, like a Halo or like a Forza, right, these people won't give it credit. So it doesn't matter. Again, that's one thing I can't stand about this narrative. In fact, one guy that's in our group said something like that on Twitter today, and I was like, no, dude, it doesn't matter, dude. That AAA thing needs to die. And that's why
I play indies that look just as beautiful just like a AAA. I didn't play indies where I was I was shocked. Like, whoa, this is whoa. Why didn't nobody talk about this? Looks gorgeous, And I shout out to Ebot, but he turned me into the indie dude. I'm the indie dude.
Oh yeah, he bought.
I go in the store and boom, 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 and I'm like, oh, this looks cool. Let's go get it. Now did he sell me on some Rotten Tomatoes? Yeah, he has. But like I said, I support the indies. You know, it's my thing is why a game can be a game. Why a game can't be a game? Because if we go to Atari 2600 and Nintendo and all that, a lot of them games wasn't no AAA games, and we played them. We didn't know what was a AAA game.
Yeah, you just play
We didn't
games.
even know Sonic was a AAA game. We knew it was gonna sell a Sega. I still remember that. Dun, dun. I just sit there and have to clean up to listen to that shit. Just, dun, 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 dun. I mean, I had to clean the house.
Yeah.
When my parents get home, I had to leave because I was like, I'm on this level, but I want to cut the game off, and I should let the demo just run. Dun, dun, dun. And I'll clean up the house. I'm like, man, Pops ain't gonna mop me up today.
Look at Cloud Gamer. After AKB is bought, pay for exclusives and pay to keep off Sony. Yeah, dude. They might do that anyway. After what Sony did. I burning bridges, dude. That's a bad thing.
The word is they gonna buy Konami. You can have Konami.
Who, Sony?
Yeah, that's the word on the street.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Konami.
That's the. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, Sigma.
But I'm like, you are they gonna make a deal? What I was hearing, or they make a deal where all their games are exclusive to Sony.
What?
You can't make a nigga. The last Metal Gear was trash.
Dude, nobody cares, dude. All you're doing is limiting your options.
Yeah.
That's all
And
you're
my
doing.
thing is, and guess what? What was that? Damn, see, I'm telling shit I was telling them on. Square Enix. They played that bullshit with Sony, and the motherfucking quarters was super down. That's your motherfucking fault.
Uh-huh.
For dancing with the devil in the pale of moonlight.
You know why that stuff doesn't bother me when they talk about those exclusives? Because Xbox guys have PlayStations. I'm like one of the few that don't.
I don't got a PlayStation 5. I don't.
But you know when something hits, all you have to do is go on Twitter, and then all these guys we follow, they start posting up their screenshots or their share.
I don't. My thing is, they don't have like a system thing like, oh, I want to play it. Now I can play their games like The Last of Us was broke, so I quit playing that shit. I got the shit on I can play it on PC. Play it on my service. I ain't gotta move out of my bed and nothing. Just hook up my Xbox controller and play it. But it's like you playing a movie. But how many times I get to play a movie? Sometimes I want something different.
Mm-hmm.
You know, people don't give Flight Simulator enough credit, and they continue.
Yeah.
Showing love. You can play Flight Simulator in the cloud.
That game is.
And the cloud got way much better. I was in the alpha of the cloud with 4 games. I already saw how far it came. I see how far the cloud didn't come. Like, man.
Dude, look at Radiant said if the deal doesn't go through, then they won't be able to get EA and Ubisoft. And then he says the CMA will just block them. This is why MS won't back down. Yep. Yeah. There's a lot of businesses that are watching Radiant.
Well, actually, EA came out yesterday. They said they got a great. They said Xbox is our partners. So when you hear the word partners, that means they're making money off that Game Pass.
Yes.
People are playing their games. I ain't never played no what's that? What's the little horror game they got?
Who?
In space, the one in space, Dead Space.
Yeah.
I ain't playing till the shit went in Game Pass.
That's a good game.
Well, but my thing is when a lot of these games came out, I was still running the streets with the thugs. You know, when was someone you gonna come home to me? I'm like, I ain't coming home. You gonna be waiting. You know what I'm saying? But no, it's just I feel like I'm drunk with games right now.
So many games.
I'm
Exactly.
drunk with them.
Yep.
Raven, like I just downloaded. I can't really get into it because my mind is on so much other games. I feel like I'm a schizophrenic sometimes.
Yeah, I might go ahead and just buy it, dude. Just throw it in the back.
Yeah. And then what you call it said, what's called it? They came at me. That's what the ponies. That's what started me yesterday. The pony was like, "Oh yeah, uh, yeah." GameStop showed the developers they didn't like the game. They do well in Game Pass. I said, "Motherfucker, that's one motherfucker." And just then I showed that Raven lock on his ass. He shut the fuck up. I said, "You messing with the wrong one. Game Pass is good." People are like, "Well, you don't own your games." They on Twitter right now getting at me. I don't know if they listen to this podcast or not. They on Twitter giving me free smoke. Game Pass, you don't own the game. Motherfucker, you know all the movies you watch on Netflix, all this shit, you don't own that motherfucking movie, but you watch it, though. How many times you can watch it?
No, the other thing you can tell them, you just ask them, like, well, why don't you own the game?
Shit, go
You can
buy
buy
it.
it. Yeah, you can buy it. Nothing's stopping you from buying it.
Yeah. But I
That's why
said Xbox exclusives don't leave Game Pass.
no, but that's why these guys are full of trash,
And
man.
people don't understand. A lot of guys, well, it's an upgrade that you can buy. I do this with Forza all the time. It's an upgrade with Redfall where you can get extra items in a bunch before you even start the game. It's $30. I do that with Forza. Forza, you know how people go buy that super expensive edition that's
Yeah.
running down there $200 for $30. Well, I think it was $39 this year. For $39.99, you can get all of that for $39.99. Had the James Bond cards and all that shit.
Yeah,
Had
no,
all that, and still get the wheels spinning and all that other shit. I get all that for $40. I'm supporting the game, and they getting a cut off my Game Pass. That's $15 a month. Well,
that's
I'm
what
gonna pay.
people.
I
That's what
don't pay
people.
$15 a month because I can tell people how to. It's ways you can milk this. It's people. I'm gonna put it this way. If you're paying $15 a month, you need to go talk to me. Come talk to me, and I will tell you how to build your Game Pass up. Where you can just forget about it. I have 3 months I haven't even used yet.
You know, that's why I think when it comes to Game Pass, the number that they give you, I think they calculate. I think it's way more people using Game Pass, but they're actually just giving you the active subscribers that pay that amount, a certain whatever the amount are. They'll count that and their monthly. They won't.
And you
They
got
won't
these old,
include the other stuff.
you got this old raggedy pony bots. Oh man, I'm going on PC. Man, I'm canceling my Game Pass. Nigga, fuck you. We ain't miss you anyway. Who are you? Nobody watch your shit. That's how I be feeling. That's what I wish. I wish if he really do this, if Elon really put this shit, I can go live. Back in the days, like we used to go live on Twitter.
Yeah,
Let
he's
me
not,
go live on Twitter, and I can see Twitter shit. I'll be going in. I be man. I think I'd be a hit. Like you stupid mother man. Come on, Elon, do that for me, man. I love SpaceX and everything. Give me that video back. Cause see, they had Periscope, but they got rid of Periscope. You can go on. I can stream. They still got a version of Periscope. That's why people see me stream on YouTube, on Twitter.
Mhm.
But I can't not. It's not like a hub. We had Periscope and they closed Periscope down.
no, dude. He's gonna do it because he needs to make money.
Yeah, so I'm like, man, please make it where I can just go live and I can watch tweets at the same time. Oh, it's on. It be on, man. Man, shit. Man, I might tell you too. Fuck you. You once a week.
But that's why everybody wants him to, right? Because YouTube's getting so.
People don't understand. Everybody want to be a YouTube star. I've been on YouTube damn near. I didn't realize until YouTube told me this shit the other day. I've been on YouTube for 10 years. Yeah, like 10 years. I said, damn, what I get for this 10 years shit? And they gave me YouTube Premium. I don't pay for YouTube Premium. So that's why I don't watch commercials. People are like, I gotta watch commercials. No, I don't watch commercials. I hate commercials.
Man, I'm not gonna lie, I can't stand YouTube. That's why I don't care if my channel gets
Yeah,
down.
yeah. So they sit there and like I've been on there, but I got YouTube Premium comes with I get YouTube Music, I get YouTube movies and TV shows, and I don't watch say if you guys go live, I don't run through a commercial, even if you guys monetize it, I just go
Yeah.
straight on in. That's what I like about it, Premium. But everybody ain't been on. Everybody think about this. YouTube is flooded. When we first started, Sega Forever and all, man, it wasn't like that.
Nope, it wasn't.
We were doing shit off of motherfucking what's the shit? Google Hangouts.
Yeah, that's pretty much what this is. Just using StreamYard.
Yeah. You know, and this and that. Well, and I get people getting mad at me. You pay $50 a month for StreamYard? Yes, I do, because I'm like, I got a bunch of some things I don't even use. I got a bunch of stuff I can use. I just don't use it because time is pocket money, right? I've been drinking. I don't feel like doing some crazy shit. You know? But StreamYard will actually send me videos, YouTube videos, and like, man, it's hot great. You know, they actually caring about their community.
Oh yeah, because you're trying to grow it.
Yeah. I give them the $50. And
Yep.
my $50 is I can have two other people have the same priorities like I have. So if they stream, you can link. Think about it now is on StreamYard. Say if y'all come on my channel, right? You guys can link my podcast on your channel at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
What you can't do that nowhere else. You can tell your people I'm on. Everybody don't know Hundo. Everybody don't know Sega Man.
Yep, yep.
I tell anybody, it asks you, do you want to link your channel? You just gotta put your YouTube channel and you going live, just like I'm going live. Your YouTube is going live on your YouTube channel. See, my thing is, like I say, it's easy to build, it's easy to destroy, but it ain't easy to build. Like we've been in the game so long, you know, you got these new guys come out doing the same shit that I used to do. I have people, I don't like the crumb side. Motherfucker, I made the crumb side. I got man, it wouldn't, if it wasn't no crumb side, it wouldn't be you.
Mm-hmm.
What you call it, for tangos and all them dudes? Man, I used to do the same shit you used to do. And I did it better.
Yeah, you did. They're not as funny.
Man, I said, man, I ain't got no quote unquote no, I used to go straight in. Man, we didn't
As soon
care.
as I hear somebody say about a person's channel, it has great production values. I'm like, okay, that's good.
If that's all you do is trashing another YouTuber, that's what your channel is. It's only gonna last for so long. That's why I told people, he was like, why you stop doing it? Because it got boring. I didn't have no more. I ain't had no more people to fight. And people that wanted to fight me wasn't even worth it.
Mm-hmm.
Why would I spend my time? Well, it's your fault because you killed him too easy. I go for the throat. I ain't got time. Like my little puppet homegirl said, I ain't got time for play. No, YouTube. I ain't got time for that shit. I'm going for your throat. I ain't finna sit here and argue back and forth with you. I can just win it with straight up saying your mother's a man. Huh? They're getting to their feelings.
That's another thing, dude. It's not fun anymore. It used to be fun, but now it's like
you can't say this because it's hurting, it's disrespectful for different people. Motherfuckers call me niggas all the time on YouTube and they ain't still there. What about PewDiePie calling people niggas? And y'all still support that motherfucker?
Yep. He did.
You trying to say there's a double standard?
Yeah, motherfucker.
Yeah, that dude, man.
I'm light, but I ain't that light enough for y'all, man. Fuck y'all. I don't care.
Oh, Lost Sega Man. Sega Man, brother. Hope you can pop back in. Look at Vakaro, dude. Destin tries to get people to subscribe to him to skip commercials on his videos. Yeah, he tries to. He tries to, man. I don't like that dude either. I was trying to give him a chance.
Dustin can be a double agent. See, Dustin is in. See, the thing about it, I don't jump on Dustin because they do it for business. That's their life. That's what they get paid for.
Yeah, it's just like Zink says. There's so many times he catches himself in a lie, dude. It's just like gets you watching because you understand that he's looking at his analytics, right? And that's why
he's like, I gotta do something because that's his everyday job.
Yeah. So I'm like, nope, I'm not gonna participate.
Even though he still work at IGN, he's trying to make that his everyday job. And sorry, now I'll say it on my, now I say it here. I always say it. Sorry, the sports guys took over the podcast shit. Everybody got a podcast now. They took over the podcast shit. So man, I'm sorry to say they took it over. They found out how to hook up a mic and shit. They can invest more money than we can invest. They even took over the game. But we started this shit. And we don't get no credit for it.
Yep.
Gamers were podcasting. It was other people podcasting. I'm not understanding, but we put podcast. We've been podcasting for years. Damn near a decade we was podcasting. Even though I don't like this old freckle face cookie monster ass next gen. Man, we've been at it for years.
Yeah. And you know it was real back then, man, because the hate was strong back then. So if you was rocking out on this side, dude, you had to bleed green. That's just the way it was.
But see, the link got broken. The link got broken when people felt like they was bigger than somebody. And the link got broken when they let people infiltrate their society.
Yeah. 100% agree. Some of these guys are actually looking at it as launching pad. And I'm like, dude, something like this you can't use as a launching pad, man. This is like I know people don't say the console war or whatever, but I'm not. Dude, this crap is real. This is not the place to be trying to build a following, man, because you're going to alienate people. That's why a lot of these guys, dude, both sides hate them. Like, look at Crap Gamer, dude. Crap Gamer is never going to get that credibility back.
He's not going to get no. Somebody showed me a tweet that he said to me, you know, I don't fuck with him. He said, Hunter, right? I ain't gonna never be welcome back in with welcome warms.
Yeah, he knows. You can't do that kind of stuff, dude.
No,
that was not the place.
And then and then he let Mooch. Now, Mooch got us pretty good.
Yeah, Mooch was like an all around type of guy. But like for a lot, like the guys were saying earlier in the chat, dude, it's like a lot of these guys do that. Look, I mean, maybe you can say it better. Maybe you can do a better video, do a better channel, put more time into it than somebody like me. But a lot of times when I listen to these guys, I mean, you're not telling me something I don't know, number one, right? And then that's why some people I do follow, I'm like people are like, oh, why do you watch this guy? I'm like, well, he talks about stuff I don't know anything about, you know? And I think it's interesting. Like I watch guys do certain things, like these dudes they go camping and stuff like that. I was like, oh, okay, I didn't know how you could do that. Right? They do the survivor stuff. That's fine, right? But then in the gaming world, man, I mean, when you're trying to talk, that's why like you were saying about why they do the LGBT, all that kind of stuff, right? It's because they're trying to appeal to that audience, right? They're trying to appeal to that younger generation. But what they don't know is the younger generation ain't us, right? Any Star Wars fan will tell you that, dude. Like I have kids, dude. They watch Star Wars because I watch it, but they don't have an affinity for Star Wars like I do, or comic books. You know, these kids nowadays have their own stuff that they get into, right? And that's something that these companies should think about before they start trying to, you know, because what happens is, especially in the U.S., man, there's so much fractions. I don't mean that in a bad way. Everybody's into something, dude, right? And for some of these groups they're going for, it's minuscule. You know, just produce a good product, man, and give people what they want. That's how you're going to be successful, in my opinion. I'll see if Zink was here, man. Zink could correct me if I was wrong. I got to get that information from.
Yeah, it's like it's.
Oh, go
my
ahead.
thing is, you gonna have to do something. Like now, if you're a girl, that's different. Yeah, you can blow up. You know. I'm like I said, I'm in the acquisition of, getting some girls on the team. But my thing is you gaming first. I don't care what you look like.
Mhm.
What you look like once you play video games. I'll actually go sit there and just watch them. And I don't even watch Twitch, but I'll sit there and watch their Twitch for about 20, 30 minutes. I'm like, you really game. You really be on this fighting shit.
Well, for some of them, when I watch them, I can see why they're attracted to people. And I'm not just on the looks. I'm just saying this. Their personality, dude. There's something about them that people like to watch. The same, like it's old school, dude. It's just like when you went to watch a movie because it's a movie star. I'm doing that now, dude. Like I said, I watch a lot of K dramas, and I'll go watch something that I like because of that certain actor or actresses in that particular drama. And then you watch that, then you see somebody else, and then you start following that career. That's all that is. I mean, it's a lot of this stuff. It's you're selling yourself, and some people will like you, some people won't. Some people will actually hate you, right? And you just kind of have to learn to deal with that. But that's something of our generation, man. Our generation is like that. We don't really let that stuff bother us because like when I was growing up, dude, the main thing that worried me was like food and utilities. So like if we'd have food or if we'd get kicked out of the house or stuff like that. That's a different time, but you know what I'm saying? It's to have all the advantages that people now, especially gamers, have now, and not to be able to take advantage of it. That's the sad part about this. That's what Game Pass is to me. I'm looking at Game Pass. I was like, I'd be so happy if I was younger and actually play games more hardcore. Game Pass would be a no-brainer as a gamer, right? And it's just something that's added into your gaming repertoire. It's not something that's gonna like the guy from Somerville. He was basically complaining, saying that Game Pass absolutely kills sales. And then I'm listening to what he was saying. I could see what he's trying to make a point, but I'm also thinking like, yeah, but would anybody have played your game at all? There's a lot of assumptions that you're making. Like I thought your game looked cool. I actually played it. It was in Game Pass. I was actually going to buy it, but then I got to this one part in the game I couldn't get past. I was stuck because there's something I had to just shine a light on that black stuff.
You got to understand when you put game one time you put your Game Pass out. When you put your game on, you can't put it out when Halo come out.
Well, there's also other things that I think Microsoft needs to look at for Game Pass that it is getting crowded, right? And I know Microsoft does a lot of stuff to try and promote games and make it to where they put that stuff out there. I know they're doing that, but it's getting to the level that, and I know, and then this is where I think they got to work on this. They have this discrepancy going on because do you want to grow the Game Pass, grow subscription, so you put all that content in there, but sometimes the content is overlapping over each other. Because I experienced that firsthand. I haven't even touched Ravenlock because I've been
I
busy.
downloaded it. I played it, but I couldn't concentrate to play it because I was just too tired. I got off work. I watched the Laker game and I was just frustrated.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not gonna play it. I'll play it when I can concentrate on it. But all the people that have been playing the people I've been hearing, oh, Ravenlock is the shit. That's why I download. I'm like, I didn't even know nothing about Ravenlock.
I only know it because of the Echoes game that they did on Game Pass, which is awesome. I just went ahead and bought that one, so I was looking forward to Ravenlock. But I see the videos that people are sharing, and I look at all the action going on. I'm like, man, this
Yeah,
thing looks
no.
amazing.
There's some people said they played it twice. I said, damn, is that good? But I said, I got it. I want to. I just don't want to sit there and play a game because that's somebody's masterpiece.
Yeah.
I want to give it attention.
Yes.
I don't want to half-ass it and I'll sit there and I was half asleep doing a damn game. No, I don't want to do that to you.
Well, so like for Somerville, that's what I would do, right? And I gave it a chance, but I got stuck at that part. Tried again. I still got stuck at that part. So for me, the game is broken. I went and did. I even went online, like we talked about earlier. Looked at the videos to make sure what am I missing, and I watched what the guy does. I try and do the same thing, and it won't work. So for me, I'm kind of looking at that like, look, dude, this could be something that because your game is broken, at least from my experience. So how many other people are experiencing that? But the main thing for Game Pass is that's basically putting your best foot forward. That's your interview, right? You're stepping in there, you're putting your product in there, allowing people to touch it, and if it's good or if you find an audience, because a lot of times it reminds me of the digital era with music, right? That all these big company executives and stuff like that. I'll throw Sony in there too because they're one of the worst culprits behind this, right? Right, because they looked at it like if you're downloading something on Napster, right? Look, there's millions of downloads of this song and nobody's but they're not paying for it. And then I sat there and looked at them like, how do you know that people are going to pay for the song? The reason why you're getting these millions of downloads is just because it's free, right? And then hopefully, like there's people that would buy it, like maybe 2 million, But there's no 10 million people that's gonna buy your song. That's the
A
biggest.
lot of people, everybody's not computer literate. They don't go on. Everybody used to know go on laptops used to get malware, ransomware,
Yeah.
and I'm like, don't go on there, man. It's another place we go get some shit from. Can't tell you G14 classified. Give me $5. Get the whole album. For real? I'm like, yeah, for real.
Yeah, but that's what it seems like what Game Pass is, right? Look, and I understand if you're a business and you decided not to put your game on there because you feel like you're not going to get a good return, that's you, dude. I have no problem with that. Because there's other guys that did do it and had a great return. But this doesn't take a Game Pass doesn't take the competitive element away from what gaming in the gaming market. You still got to produce a game, and then for a lot of you guys that are doing this, you're producing the game that you want to produce, right? Now, the game that you like or you wanted to make, you lived out your dream, doesn't mean everybody's gonna like it. And look, I'm not for piracy or any of that kind of stuff, but you have to be kind of realistic. So what you could do, you could get something like a Vampire Savior effect, right? But that game is just a lot of people that play that game are like, dude, it's addictive, it's fun. There's a lot of stuff. The same thing we see at Redfall, given all the issues that people said or supposedly had or have, right? And then you hear people the one thing is like, yeah, but it's fun and it's not as bad as everybody says it is, and the world is cool. Like you can tell people are playing the game. So, but yeah,
I'm
but
about to get off this bad boy, man. I gotta get ready. I gotta eat.
Yeah, me too.
Get my ass off the bed. Appreciate you, man.
No problem. You're gonna run your thing tonight, though, right?
Yeah, I'll be doing. Yeah, I'm setting it up.
Yeah,
I'm gonna eat because the producer said I'll be eating through the podcast. I don't be talking.
Yeah, you gotta watch this. All right, bro.
All right, man. I appreciate you.
Oh yeah, go shout yourself out, and then we'll call it a night. Oh, okay. He's boss. Anyway, that's Mr. 100, dude. Go check him out on YouTube. He has a podcast later on tonight, dude. We got no games podcast. I know his podcast is funny. Him and the crew, man, they're good to listen to. I have a hard time listening to them on Saturdays, but I got all this other stuff going on. In fact, that's why I'm gonna hop off real quick because my son's gonna call me. But yeah, thank you guys for joining, man. I know we had quite a few of you stick by. Sorry I couldn't get to all the comments, dude. I tried to do it, but a lot of great comments out there, man. Just to wrap it up real fast, Xbox is perfectly fine. I'm pretty sure I'm not telling you guys something you don't know. But for anybody else who comes across that, dude, a lot of the stuff that you hear out there, if you just turn off your social media, and don't listen, like you just tune out and do something else. Like I'm running around doing all this scholarship stuff for my daughter, right? I'm keeping up with stuff, but not on that level. And I basically come back and the sky's falling. But I wouldn't know that because I'm not dialed in like these guys are. Also, keep in mind a lot of these guys are just doing it for clout. They're doing it for clicks. If you notice, a lot of people making videos there, you can tell they're not Xbox people, right? They just wanting to comment on it so they can get attention to their channel because the big pinata right now is Microsoft and is the Xbox. But like I was saying earlier in the podcast, dude, you got to be careful with that. Microsoft's been pretty patient, but now it's starting to mess with their real business. And when that happens, you have the UK Prime Minister coming out and saying they got to look at the CMA and rethink their purpose, to make sure that they're business friendly, right? Because that at the end of the day, the bottom line is that it's about the money. Yeah, Vodka, thank you. Also, yeah, Zing, thanks, man. I wish you could have been on here, bro. I know you're in the car, but I'll try and get with Sagan, man, to get that locked in. We really like your perspective on the business aspect of it. I know I talk about it on here. I don't want to get too deep because I don't want to say something that's not right. I know we got a lot. We got you, Unlimited. Hebot joined us for a second. Sorry, guys. I know he's having problems with his phone. Hopefully, brother can get his stuff up. Again, just really quick before I leave as well. We're going to get that pop culture podcast going. You can see like me, Mr. 100. This is stuff that we talk about too. And I'll let you guys know about that. But anyway, thank you guys for dropping in. Please comment below if you guys have anything else to say. Again, thank you for the chat, dude. The reason I love the chat so much is, man, you guys give me hope because when I'm out on social media, dude, I look around, dude, and I don't see gamers at all. And I'm not even talking about a console war thing. It just blows my mind that people can't understand the value of Game Pass, and not just monetarily, but for the industry as a whole, because you're basically allowing people the opportunity to come in, right? You're paying for it. Let's not get it twisted. I'm not going to say it's free, right? But on Microsoft end, they got to make it feel like it's free, and I think they do a pretty good job because you hear a lot of people saying that. But basically, what you're doing is you're getting a portal to experience games that you would never have a chance to experience. And I'm not trying to dump on the guy from Somerville, right? I actually loved the game up until that point where I couldn't get past this one level. What it is, you have to shine a light on the black mist, and then it disappears. It's supposed to disappear, but nothing happens. Right? It's and I know that's what you do because I watch videos on it for people that pass the level. Um, but you got to come correct as well, dude. And that's what it is, dude. I don't know why people. And I don't think that's what it is with most gamers. That to get back to the chat, this is why I love the chat because you guys give me hope that what I'm seeing is not, and I don't believe it is anyway. But what I'm seeing online is not the greater Xbox or gaming community, right? Because a lot of us are too busy playing our games. I've been doing this because I don't like the hypocrisy and the lies. And then again, I'm going to defend the Xbox brand because they're actually doing something right. They're doing their future thinking, right? A lot of this stuff will benefit gamers in the future. Can they sidestep? Can they do stuff that's wrong? Yeah, but as long as it's not done with malice or greed, right? And if they do that, if they do step out of line, I have no problem with talking about it. Trust me, guys. The reason I do this isn't for the clicks and the stuff like that. I appreciate you guys being here, but it's a thing of principle for me, especially when it comes to gaming. And I know if that might sound awkward to a lot of people, but if you look online, all the false narratives that are out there, just the straight up lying, the hate, the vitriol, um, the immaturity, just the way people act, especially on the Sony side, right? I see Xbox guys kind of act like that, but not on the level that Sony guys do. Nintendo guys are off in their own world. I see some people chirp a little bit here and there. I don't care. I mean, my biggest problem I always have is with the ponies because they're the worst. I shouldn't see a lot of their comments because I don't occupy their spaces. They come into our spaces. And what they like to do is they like to throw accusations, right? When they get caught in their lie, as Other Zinc always says, right? They get caught in a lie, right? And then you expose them, then they try and flip it on you, which isn't going to work because they've been doing it so much for so many years that everybody's catching up. And that's the great thing about Game Pass because you have like normal people playing it now. And then you're trying to get into a console war with people that, number one, don't know what that is. And number two, don't care enough. And then they'll just give it back to you. And that's why these guys keep on hitting their head against the wall. This is why the whole AKB thing, when it gets blown out of proportion, it goes like to the nuclear level. There's no stages to it. They just go to the nuclear level. Like Redfall, right? You can tell these guys didn't play the game because if you play it yourself and you're a gamer, right, you'll find stuff wrong with it, but then you'll find stuff you like about it. Then you determine if you like it or not. But you just don't go to the ultimate, the nuclear option and says Microsoft is horrible. They don't deserve first party. They don't deserve to buy studios, right? They don't deserve to get AKB deal. They ruined Redfall. They do all this stuff, which just reinforces that they hate Microsoft, right? Because all the stuff they're saying, they're using it as a point of reference, right? The Redfall thing, but all it is trying to mask how they really feel. They just don't want Microsoft to exist, and we all know that already. So that's why that stuff falls on their fears. But a lot of times they need to be put into place, and it's great to have a platform where you can do this. Again, sorry, I always hate on YouTube. I just don't care about them, right? I just don't like their practices and the things they do. That's why I don't put a lot of effort in here that I would, because it would piss me off. Like how they did E-Rock, right? Something as stupid as minuscule as that, where people are doing all kind of crap. As Mr. 100 said, there's other people that have done way worse stuff and they don't get punished or chastised. But you're a channel like YouTube or a channel like E-Rock on YouTube, man, they just pull the cord from under them. They gave them a little explanation. That's it. You're done. Right? And that's trash. That's why YouTube. Okay, I get to put my stuff out there, right? I get to connect with people on Twitter and stuff like that. I get to commit with the Xbox community. But if this channel went away, I'll be like, fine. Because on the bright side, right, we can just play our games, which is what it all boils down to. Anyway, guys, thank you guys for joining me again. I'm going to shout this out. Xbox All In channel. Post Sega Forever. We out.